And welcome to the Neapolitan Podcast with me, your host, Adrian. You can follow me at everything as Armin.mp4 at everything.
I'm your co-host Jacob. You can find me on YouTube at Ukrainian Butcher.
Perfect. What's up, guys? My name is Louis, and I'm also your co-host. Well, today we're going to be talking about various topics such as Mr. Beast allegations or Lil Tay's OnlyFans. And for today's special episode, we're going to have a special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hey, what's up? Yuri, I like
Okay,
femboys.
bro, try to sound more excited.
Dude, I'm at work right
It's
now.
because Izzo was in the last episode anyway. Izzo's going to be here for a lot of the episodes, guys.
Yeah, how am I a special guest if I was there?
You're
You're
like...
special needs.
I'm here randomly,
you're like-
we
You're
got a retard on our podcast.
like I'll be here
Hey,
one
Jacob, what?
episode, I'll be not here another.
You know what
yeah,
intro is?
he's
You know
like...
that background person they have in podcasts who do like
Yeah.
research and
Dude, like...
Oh yeah.
You know who Joey Diaz is? He's part of the Joe
Joey
Rogan...
Diaz?
Yeah, he's part of the Joe Rogan podcast. Dude, that's what Izzo reminds me of. I was watching an episode yesterday, and he goes, yeah, I brought some lady to my hotel, and she said, I'm not gonna let you fuck me. It's like, but if you can guess the color of my panties, I'll have sex with you. And he goes, red. And she goes, they're green, but close enough. Shit was great. You guys gotta watch it. You guys gotta watch that fucker. He's so good. I love that fucker.
What the fuck?
Oh, dude, I love that guy. Do you actually, should we talk about Lil Tay's OnlyFans? Like, actually?
Dude, yeah, that shit was a scam. I'm
Did
not
you
from
sub?
personal experience. Not from. No.
What?
How is it a scam, bro?
Well, she's
what
18,
I've
Jacob.
heard-
You can watch it.
What I've heard on I didn't sub. I don't believe in OnlyFans. Okay.
I
It's
know what
real.
I'll do my ass.
Yeah,
Dude,
unless
it's like
Sabrina
20
co-
bucks, too.
unless Sabrina
Yeah.
Carpenter dropped one, I would cop that shit so fast.
Nah.
Saying.
I'm saying Pokemon
Anyway,
drops that shit.
so the
I'm
thing
there.
is, the thing is like she posted like on her Insta because she came up on my page randomly on like my recommended, and she's like, "I'm dropping the link when I turn 18," and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" And so the next day she posts something else. Like she made $1 million in her first like hour,
Damn.
and
Damn.
so all the comments on that post was like, "All she posts is bikini pics. I didn't get to see no titties." And I was like, "Oh damn, she pulled a fucking Bella Thorne."
Bella,
Crazy
Did Bill
shit.
do the same thing?
Yeah, when Bella Thorne dropped OF, there was no fucking nudity.
That's why-
It was
that's
all
why I
just,
fuck-
bikini
Oh,
I
I
fuck
can
with-
confirm
Which,
that.
honestly,
You
good
follow
on
that
them. Like, fucking scam them for all that I care.
yeah. Yeah.
If
no.
you're thirsty enough to see someone who just turned 18, you deserve to get scammed, brother.
I don't know if
I
you
mean, I've
ever...
seen some stuff, bro. I don't know if it
Lil
was
Tay?
deepfakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to say, yeah,
Oh,
I went on Twitter on accident. And yeah,
On accident?
I went on Twitter.
On
And then I
accident?
I accidentally
accident.
typed in Lil Tay leaks.
No, I went to go delete it at Twitter because I was like, I'm not. I don't want to have this on my phone anymore. I accidentally opened it, and then just
Fair.
the first thing I was like, oh, okay, what the fuck, and then I deleted that. 'Cause
That's
I'm
why
not
I
doing it.
never had Twitter, was because of shit like that. It's
It's
a
bad,
cesspool.
dude.
Bro, you sound like someone who uses Blue Sky.
It was Blue Sky.
Fuck is Blue Sky?
Like the liberal Twitter.
Yeah, that's why they don't.
Nah.
No, I didn't even know that was a thing. Oh, what's it called?
It's not good. So
Nah, I
don't
use
don't
that.
even try to get on there.
And what's bad about it?
It's just it's more, how would you say, more controlled. Like,
Oh.
And Twitter?
Twitter's more like
Eee.
a cesspool of like degenerates. Blue
Yeah.
Sky is more like
Because degenerates are fun.
friendly. Exactly.
You know, for how shit
what?
Twitter is, it's fun. It's fun to go on there and see the stupid shit that goes on. But
I've
no,
never been on Twitter.
have you guys heard about
No.
the what's it called? The ban on sexual content on Steam? Like it's really bad.
No, what the fuck?
They're like, so basically what happened is there's this group of parents in Australia, I believe, and they're like, hey, we want Steam to remove these games that deal with incest, rape, and stuff like that. You know, like really gooner games, basically. And they're like,
Bunch
we
of
sh-
prunes, if you ask me.
and shut up. They're like, we should, let's remove
Got a clip
this.
farm.
So what they did is they spammed Visa and MasterCard, like they emailed them like a shitload, and they're like, hey, can you guys, we're trying to like fight against this. If you guys stop accepting payments for this games, then it'll like help remove the game. So Visa and MasterCard listened, and they're like, hey, yeah, we're not gonna accept payments for this game. and what's it called? So they took down those games, but then they've started going even further, and they take down anything with sexual content, and it's been really bad
The
lately.
fuck?
Yeah, I heard like
Damn, there goes
in
TK.
the
Dude, I
EU,
was
like sexual
like,
content's becoming like really bad. Like there's nothing that like you can't watch anything without having to sign
damn,
in.
it's like Japan level.
Japan's pretty like openly
Japan
sexual.
allows it. I think it's just censored, right?
Yeah, it's
Like
just censored, but
you're
like
not allowed to show the
you can walk the
genitalia.
street and there's gonna be like a porn store just chilling there.
Yo, I was on TikTok the other day, and there's a I can show. I'm not gonna show it on camera because it'll have to be blurred. There was a filter that was just straight up porn. It was this.
Mhm.
It was
We do
straight
that a
up
lot.
porn.
Yeah.
I
Have
was
you
like,
seen the
what the fuck is
stickers?
going on?
The stickers are just like straight
No.
like nudes
So
now.
the worst part is this looks like a normal filter. It's like a foggy like background, and then you tap the filter and it's just this chick getting fucking railed.
What the
Like
Okay.
you
fuck?
see it all. You see it. You see the full fucking thing. I reported TikTok. I was like, what the fuck is this, bro?
It's kind
Like,
of
why
like
is
how
this allowed on there?
they used to show like a picture of a house, and then if you look at the window, there was a
Yeah, it's
video,
just titties.
and it was just yeah,
Yeah, no,
Oh yeah, the Wallace and Gromit house.
yeah,
yeah.
no. The what's it called?
Dude,
The
you know what sucks? Speaking of like explicit content, the fact that like what's it called? YouTube is so um fucking what's it called? They crack down on any of it in the video, right? Like any even hint of it.
Yeah.
But I constantly see bot comments with like ass and titties in the profile, and it's like fuck me or tap link to fuck me,
Mm.
and YouTube doesn't do shit about that. What's going on there, huh?
it's harder to
Oh, what
control.
the fuck? No, it's not. Just do it. Oh, there's you can put in a code to scan profiles on certain comments or just comments in general, and if it's got shit that's explicit, take it off. YouTube's
Yeah,
just being fucking lazy. And the worst part is most of the time those are some of the higher top comments. So YouTube should be able to see it as much as anybody.
it's the algorithms are weird. Like they're just sometimes they're very annoying and frustrating. I don't know. I just think computers are very annoying and frustrating altogether.
Like I get it's hard, that part I understand, but I think YouTube instead of kind of constantly bashing on their creators about shit, need to kind of work on their own system a little bit.
It's like the thing with Roblox. Roblox is like they shit on their content creators
With
for
all the
making
fucking strip clubs and shit.
yeah, but then they also
Oh!
harbor like pedophiles and stuff like that. Which that's
Yeah.
crazy. Have you seen the? I forgot what state it
I was
was.
about to say, I've
sued
heard the
Roblox.
allegations about it.
Yeah, they sued Roblox, which is good. I'm glad.
And then
They-
Roblox is trying to fucking defend them about it.
no, because they do harbor
Well, who was
like
it?
a
I think it was
pedophilic fan base.
It was Penguin Zero that made a video on it. Or
Mm,
Moist Critical, whatever.
There was it's another creator that got
Yeah.
banned from Roblox because he was trying to look up their name. I cannot find it, but I remember seeing about it where this creator would go out his way and report these people that would try to lure like kids
Yeah.
in Roblox, and he got banned. So people really
Okay.
got upset for that.
yeah, no, it's
For him trying to lure kids,
no lure
no,
pedophiles out. He was basically a pedophile hunter on Roblox.
he got
Yeah.
banned for trying to get rid of pedophiles.
Yeah, so he
What
would
the
actually
fuck?
find them and report them to like the actual police and authorities.
That's
But
retarded
I
that he
guess
got banned for
according
that.
to Roblox, it's against like their
Their
policy.
TOS.
Yeah, it's against their policy.
Yeah, it's also
and-
against their policy to fucking groom kids, but that didn't seem to be a problem.
It's bullshit, like genuine bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. There's all these like now I'm not saying that's not like minor and big quotes, minor problems, but they're focusing on this other shit that's not solving the actual problem. Same
Yeah.
shit with YouTube, same shit with Kick and all the other bullshit. I've seen fucking ever since TikTok allowed you to comment with a photo, I've seen straight up ass and titties in
No,
the
yes,
comments.
straight. I'll go into a
Really?
comment section and just some
TikTok's
bitch wanting
not
her titties
fixing
out.
any of that.
But I've
They-
just been looking at the funniest pictures ever in my comments.
It
I
depends. You have
haven't,
to
I'll tell you
like
that. I don't even like the videos or anything. It's just all the videos I see have like at least one comment has a tit or something on it.
yeah. It's
Really?
yeah, it's bad. They
It's
need to
insane.
they need to
I'm pretty sure it's
reevaluate
just
the
y'all's
links.
algorithm because I don't get those.
Do you check the
Brother,
comments?
the only time I ever even use TikTok is to post the shorts of my YouTube videos. And after I do that, I like scroll for like 5 minutes while my
It's
video is
'cause-
uploading.
You're probably on
and
like
it's
a
not
more
even-
generalized type of TikTok, Mendoza, instead of like a more broad version.
Oh, he's more niched out.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
he's
wow.
more like his algorithm is more set in like what it picks. Like instead of getting ran, because Jacob's algorithm isn't fully set because he doesn't go on too much.
It's also old. Like the last time before I started using TikTok again, last time I used it was like 2020.
Mhm.
Like my fucking account is old.
Yeah, that's why you're probably more generalized. Like you're getting generalized things, or no,
Yeah.
more specific things than generalized.
That's why I just try and stay on like my following page. I don't go to the FYP that much.
Oh, I love the FIP. I'm down for it. I'm down to see all the
I
bullshit.
fucking don't. Shit's fucking atrocious.
It depends.
It's damn near Twitter.
Yeah, it's dumb, but it's because like these websites, yeah, like you're saying, I forgot who it was, but this guy, he was getting shit on for like taking Ozempic, and because he was super overweight, and he was like, you know what,
Talking about the guy from Face?
no. I'm talking about Lacey. No, Lacey looks pretty good, but I'm proud of him. Like, good for him. No, I'm talking about this other guy. He was a movie star, and he's like, listen, the house is on fire. Let's focus on how to take out the fire before we focus on what started it. And I think that's the problem with these places. They focus on trying to like what started this issue, rather than let's just fix the issue first and then we'll sort the rest out. Because it's just a hellhole right now. Of like everything is so bad. Yeah, I don't know if you guys been on VR. VR is bad.
Yeah,
dude. Me and Israel went on it.
yeah.
Me and Israel went on it, and it's bad. Like I don't think I'll ever buy if I ever do have a kid, I don't think I'll ever buy the VR headset because it's so degenerate. All of it.
It's just genuinely bad.
It's horrible, and I don't even think Roblox I would allow a kid, and that's crazy because they're supposed to be kid things. Like even YouTube Kids is surprisingly degenerate. I think it's more degenerate than actual YouTube.
It's because YouTube's actual ability to even filter out any kind of bad content, like in a general sense, sucks. It's not really good at it. It's good at the videos themselves, like because it can scan through the video and be like, okay, this is a violation, this is a violation. But anything outside of a video and its title, or like its thumbnail, like any comments, everything, it just sucks balls at doing.
Yeah, it's bad. Like right now, the internet is literally on fire with like pedophilia and stuff like that being rampant, and just it just seems like they're focusing on issues that don't need to be solved just yet. Like we can work on that later. The main issue right now is fixing this. Actually, have you seen about Africa? Africa just started this new petition to change the world map because Africa is actually surprisingly very large, but on the world map is well,
good job, Adrian.
It's larger.
This guy just took a geography class.
It's larger than people like. No, it's like way bigger. It's bigger than China. It's bigger than the USA.
Yeah, obviously.
But on the map, it looks smaller. And they're like, hey, we're gonna vote to change this. Isn't your entire country corrupt? Like all your politicians are corrupt. There's mass murders.
And everyone's like starving.
Yeah. Focus on that. Let's get that situated before we start worrying about like. So we start worrying about.
Yo, did you see the B-2 bomber fly over when Trump and Putin?
Oh yeah, hey, did you see
that shit goes hard as fuck.
Did you see Putin was late? Normally Putin's late for if he doesn't respect somebody, he'll be very late. This time he wasn't late at all. Like he was on time.
We didn't even have his bodyguards with him.
Yeah,
and he rode in the limousine with Trump, which is like something they never do.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, something that I noticed though, I think it was like during a press conference. Putin, didn't he reference to the next meeting being in Moscow? You think that would ever happen?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I do. I think Putin and Trump are on really good terms.
Yeah.
Like it's like they have respect for each other.
Yeah, but you think like how things are recently, you think that would happen?
It's like fishing. You gotta like give up. You have to give a little to get more back.
Moscow and like the presidential palace over there is very, very guarded, like more than any other part of like most of Europe. It is very, very guarded, and there's plenty of like underground areas that aren't able to get access to, except for like the highest of the high. Yeah. So I think it's a possibility. Do I personally think it's gonna happen? Probably not, because it might be a breach of national security.
Yeah.
No, I think,
but
I don't think he'll have enough. How long is it's been pretty recent, the last election, right? The last election was 2024?
Russia?
No, the last election.
Oh, yeah, 2024.
He might have enough time, but that's what I was concerned about, is he won't have enough time in this presidency to go.
Yeah.
Like he'll more, because there's a lot of pressing issues right now. So
Yeah, like the Epstein files.
which they should release. It's because
Just release it.
it's hard to release it because he was
It's because they're
he's a financier. So a lot of powerful people went because he was a financier. Not
It's
everybody was
also
there for
that
like the
once-
pedophile stuff.
What? Yeah, the problem is once the public sees that list, regardless if you were there for pedophilia or not, you're going to be associated with the pedophilia.
Yeah.
And the problem is
Yeah.
if you went on that island, I doubt you could have gone on there and not kind of to an extent had to have known what was going on, right?
Yeah.
And the problem isn't that they like were there; it's that they probably knew what was happening and didn't do anything to stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the problem is if the public sees how many people are on there, it's a good chance. Like I'm not uprising is a bit of an exaggeration, but like there's a good chance of public like
It's
outcry.
it's like everybody in Hollywood. Everybody has because he was
any powerful person is probably on there.
yeah. It's like the Diddy situation. Like you see a lot of people on like went to Diddy parties. A lot of people didn't like stay for the after parties, which were like where the freaky shit happened. But they were still in the photos with him, so it looks bad on their character. It's rough, but I think it's still for the betterment to just release it.
Yeah, but the problem is, I think
on transparency
Melissa?
with the people. No, I was gonna ask actually. You know when Jeffrey Epstein got arrested and he allegedly died, do you guys think he got killed or he actually
For
died?
sure,
he
killed.
was murdered.
He was murdered.
Even the worst part is like this was a while back, and so the person who was actually doing the autopsy report on his body, like because there's two different types of asphyxiation marks you can get on your neck when you die from choking, right? Either self-inflicted asphyxiation marks or somebody else's. And they noted that the asphyxiation marks were similar to that of a person either holding someone around his neck, like a rope, or someone using their hands because of the way that it was narrowed around his neck. But they noted that it couldn't have been from hanging himself because there wasn't as much asphyxiation marks on the front like you would when you're hung, because that's where the majority of the weight is. But there were a lot more towards here and the rear.
Yeah, so it's like it was closing in.
Probably holding him.
Yeah. It's rough.
But like ironically enough, that autopsy reporter ended up dying.
That's crazy.
It's a thing of like
because they were due to testify in court like about it, and Lord and behold, they ended up dying.
It's a thing where these people are so powerful. Sometimes you'll never have enough to deal with them, in a sense.
Yeah. But the problem is like, realistically, even if they release it and the whole U.S. population decides to revolt and like have an overthrow, they're just gonna fly to a different country and like live out there.
I was gonna say the same thing. If like they do release the files and someone is proven to be guilty or part of it, it's gonna be really hard to even crack them down or like even get them in jail.
Yeah, because they're just gonna pay their way out of it.
Yeah,
that's the problem. Is like they should just release it. They're pretty much exempt from any kind of actual punishment that's gonna happen.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because they can either A, not go to jail by paying someone off, or B, if they really think they're going to, leave the country.
It's a thing.
We all think is on the Epstein list.
For sure, most of the presidents and a lot of
every major CEO.
Yeah, every major CEO's got to be on there. A lot of people in Hollywood, I think for sure on there. Diddy's got to be on there. Tom Cruise, yeah.
I'm about to say the same thing. Diddy got to be on there.
He's got to be on there. Tom Cruise.
That's why he started his own. He was jealous.
It's because like I said, like he was a financier. He had a real job at a point.
Yeah.
He was famous for that, for being like a very
even when he was doing that, that's why he had so much money. Also, the job that he had paid good at base level. Like his income was already good. Well, obviously, you have people paying very big money to get certain ages, races, ethnicities on that island of children.
Yeah.
It's because just to buy that island, it must have cost him a lot of money that he must have already had from his job.
Millions.
Yeah. It's a situation where it's like it'll never come out, or if it does come out, it won't matter because these people are too powerful.
Guys, let's go 5 ways on the island.
5 ways on the island. I heard somebody snuck onto the island.
Epstein's island.
Yeah, it's a situation where you'll never find the answer to it, which sucks. There's some things that we wish we knew the answer to, and we'll just never know because it's too
I
tied
guess
up.
that is the best way to look at it. Like it's something that's never gonna get figured out. Like
Yeah,
it's either gonna get released, but it's not gonna matter. Like obviously, it's gonna have a shit ton of backlash when it gets released. But at the end of the day, with how powerful these people are, I don't think anything's gonna happen to them.
yeah. It's
Which is
like
kind of
No,
unfortunate.
definitely
But
not.
unless it was like one person, then yeah, it's almost like the Clinton files or like Clinton emails. Like yeah, that you could like because it's only Clinton attached to it. But this is like not only just Epstein, it's like every powerful person in like the United
Yeah.
States, if not most.
Oh, and worldwide. I
Yeah,
guarantee you that.
and worldwide. It's like there's no chance that
Like
you.
there's been prime ministers that were over there.
Yeah,
Do you remember when they
Right.
originally released the list and it was somewhat redacted?
yeah, I
Do you
think
guys not
so.
remember that, or am I tripping balls?
No, no.
They tried.
Oh,
They were quote unquote releasing parts of it. No.
Yeah, there were parts of people who were there, and
it's because
there was some prime ministers and like high royal family members there.
yeah,
Yeah.
but you know
You
what?
think Putin could be on there?
Huh?
You think Putin could be on there?
I really don't think so. Like Putin's a bad guy, but I genuinely I don't think he's that kind of bad guy.
it's like it's
Yeah.
almost
Yeah, the
like
queen was on the island.
it's almost like Hitler. Like
I would not doubt it.
Hitler was a bad dude, but he never smoked, he never
Like
drank.
there was even lines that he wouldn't
Yeah,
cross. Like
there's some.
Huh.
It's
like
We're probably gonna have to edit this part
Putin's a
out.
dick and a dictator for sure, but I don't have any reason to believe he's a child molester, not one.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a thing of like
It
what's it called? Even if the list does get released, no one's gonna get prosecuted because you can't. There's no like real
Yeah.
proof to prosecute or like convict.
Yeah.
The only person who was possible of getting convicted was Epstein because he was the owner. And what's the Amanda Maxwell or what's her name? The other lady who was attached to it. Like
I'm
his
not
his
sure.
assistant. It was something Amanda. I don't remember, but yeah. It's bad.
What's it called?
And honestly, it's just sad because those kids will never get justice. That's what really
like
hurts.
or when they released the edited footage of outside of the cell. Like where you could see there was fucking time cuts in the CCTV like video.
Yeah.
And like it's because the problem is everybody knows that there's big people on there, but the government's still trying to keep it shush shush like no, there wasn't anybody. But if there wasn't, just release what happened. Release it all. If you guys are truly as innocent as you're claiming to be, you have no reason not to.
There
Also,
have
that's another issue. There's people that are part of government that are on that list too. That's why they're not releasing
No,
it.
but yeah, that's my point. Is like they can claim all they want that certain people aren't on there, but
yeah.
if you're having to hide it, you're probably also on there.
That's just sad. Those kids will never get justice. There's never gonna be any justice handed out. Epstein's already dead,
No.
so he can't even rot and face for his crimes.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
sucks. There'll never be, and that's what sucks about any situation involving children. You'll never feel good about it because there's never gonna be like it's never gonna be enough. You've taken so much
Yeah.
from them that you'll never
Yeah.
be able to give back. It's just sad and in
Yeah, we
every
gotta
possible way.
transition to a lighthearted topic, bro.
Yeah, it's because that one was good. It's a good topic. It's a sad one that we'll never get to know. You know what? Actually,
Viewers are gonna end up offing themselves.
yeah.
Speaking of allegations, though, how do you guys feel about Mr. Beast harassment allegations? I
Oh
never heard
yeah,
of
yeah.
it.
Tell us about
it.
Let me pull it up. So apparently, this is multiple sources. The one I currently have pulled up is NBC, but
Is
there was
this-
sexual. Huh?
Is this tied back to that situation he had with that one editor that got fired, and later he released like a video about it?
Yeah,
like,
but I think the editor
allegations?
was like I lied. I think he came out and said he lied, if I'm not mistaken.
Did he?
Yeah.
knows, bro.
But even then, like, I don't know. For some reason, I have a lot of faith
Okay,
in
so
Mr.
apparently-
Beast that he's not shitty. I don't know why. Just something about him. Like he gives off a presence about him that he is pretty a nice person. I remember in
That's
one
the
video.
problem is like. So before I get into this, this one YouTuber, guys might have heard him. He's a little underground. His name's Jacksepticeye. He's a little
Shut the fuck
small
up.
creator. But he
So
did a
small, yeah.
video with some other guys. It was like the lie detector test, and they were basically like, do you like Mr. Beast? And he was like, no. And they were like, okay, why? And he was like, well, he's ruining what being a YouTuber was. Like, he's doing it specifically for the money and whatnot, and it's not about doing it for fun anymore. And he started listening, like something's off about him and why he's doing it. Like
Yeah.
it's not right. And then it came out that yeah, he's
It's
a
because
little corrupt.
that's what is fun
Because
to Mr.
have you heard
Beast.
like the stories of like the conditions the people go to that are participating in the games?
Oh, during the Amazon Prime partnerships, like the Mr. Beast games, yeah,
Yeah.
like they
So
wouldn't receive their medication, huh? Or stuff like that.
But I
here's
don't.
one Urcep, or what's it called? One little bit from it. So it's apparently 5 people from LA, California are suing him. Let's see, with four. Where is it? So a number of sexual harassment claims have been made against the production companies. In addition, the contestants allege that they did not get paid adequately for their work as advertised, sometimes not getting paid at all. Contestants have also said that they have not yet received promised prizes in comparison money. Contestants further said that they did not receive adequate amounts of food or medical care throughout the course of the show, despite many participants being injured and severely injured. Contestants also stated that they had their phones and personal belongings taken away from them prior to arriving to film. The complainant also said that contestants were made to provide false information and were misclassified as volunteers rather than employees to avoid or actually to allow the production to obtain Nevada tax credits. And then there's like a bunch more on there.
No, I think it's because, like I said, listen about Jacksepticeye. I think he has no right to say that it's no longer fun because that's what's fun to Mr. Beast is the out. Even when he was like first starting off, he's like, I love the algorithm. I love figuring out how things work. It's like
Yeah, but
you can't be mad at someone for enjoying the grind of it.
the
If you
problem is,
don't, that's fine.
I think originally Mr. Beast really did enjoy it. And I think he enjoys it now, but his ideologies and his reasons for it are more corrupt now.
And
I think you would be turning a very blind eye if you were to deny that, considering all the stuff that has been put against him and some of it has been validated as true.
I'd get it if this money went just to him, but it never does. He does a lot of donation.
Allegedly, but also the problem with donations. This goes for everybody, including billionaires who think they're so philanthropistic by donating money. Is every time you make a donation to anything, and a lot of the times, this mainly for billionaires. I don't know about Mr. Beast personally. Those donations are made to secondary companies that they own. Mr. Beast, I've seen he donates to actual companies like Team Trees, whatever. But every single thing that he donates is a tax write-off for him anyway. So if he really wanted to be altruistic about it, he would make those donations under an anonymous name that he would not be able to get a tax return from. But he doesn't do that. I'm almost certain. I'm because he does need the money to make more videos, whatever.
Yeah.
But if his whole theme is altruism and like donating people, why take also the benefit of it? That's not altruistic. That takes the whole altruism out of it.
Yeah, it's because that's the thing is like for him to give more, he has to show it and has to like because the tax writer probably does help him continue going.
But YouTube already pays him a lot.
But for
Like,
how much he donates and how much he gives, it's a lot.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, also just because he gives doesn't mean he should be excused for every single
No, yeah, that's not what I'm saying. But something about it, I don't know.
He would do.
Something about his character doesn't give off that.
That's what I'm saying. I think, like, I'll go back to what I said. I think in the beginning and even up to a few years ago, his intentions were very good. But now I think they're a little skewed. I'm not saying he's corrupt. I'm not saying he's necessarily bad. But I think he has skewed on what he originally wanted to do with YouTube. It's personified as these challenges for this, that, and the other. But I think there is like something deeper below it. And I think eventually it'll just take time for it to actually come out. We've already seen parts of it, as I listed, like seeping through the cracks, for lack of better terms.
No,
but I don't know.
Yeah. I've got this feeling of him that he just seems to maybe it's a little like hopeful of my end, but the things he does give off an essence of authenticity.
Well, he does a lot of things. Like you cannot take credit off of that, but that doesn't mean he should just be excused for any allegations come out, right?
Yeah. As people like to say, if something's too good to be true, it probably is. No. Most of the time, that's a factual statement.
If something bad does come out, then I'll accept it as it is. But until like there's hard evidence,
stuff has been coming out.
What?
It's just like stuff keeps coming out. Legend.
It's
Oh yeah,
rolling
but
out. It's just it's
he's so famous. Like stuff's gonna come out about him, and no matter
Yeah.
what,
oh no, yeah.
even if it's not true, it'll always be allegations on him. They don't never end.
Yeah.
There'll never be a time where he doesn't have an allegation of either stealing money, treating employees bad. That's just how it is. Like there's this one CEO where he literally took a like $2 million pay cut for a whole year just to give more to his company, and he still got a sexual assault like case against him, and he ended up losing. He ended up winning. Like he ended up being found not guilty, and it still messed him up. You know, it'll there'll always
You know another. What's it called? Sorry, finish.
there'll always be situations like that. Even then, I don't know why. I saw him one time where FaZe Banks. That's why I don't like FaZe Banks. But the only reason I like Mr. Beast is because FaZe Banks was being kind of a dick to one of the FaZe members, and Mr. Beast was like, "Hey, get off set," and he kicked him off without, and that could have easily like ruined the whole shoot. And it because he owns FaZe, he could have taken all of the guys, but he's like, "Hey, you get out."
Does he actually owns FaZe?
Yeah, FaZe Banks owns FaZe, but he just quit.
Does
He
he?
just
Or-
resigned.
I'm pretty
Hey,
sure he was just the CEO. No, he
No.
doesn't own Face.
I think he owns it fully. Like he bought it
He
out.
has part ownership. He
No,
has
no,
part
no. He
ownership.
bought it
He
out
doesn't
fully.
own all of it.
He,
Face Banks, no.
yeah, I'm pretty sure
That's
because
the way.
Oh,
there's
you
no way
know,
for him
they
to-
went
he couldn't
public,
afford it.
and then I think they got taken off the Nasdaq, and then he bought it out fully. And then he
so
owned
you know
it.
another point against Mr. Jimmy Beast here is that originally when he released the Feastable Beast bars or whatever, right? They were wildly over. They lied about their ingredients that were in there, and they were later out found by the FDA to be unhealthy for consumption in the proportions that they had. He had to obviously remake the whole bar. But I think if you're and on his page, I'm looking at it right now. His mission is to end child labor in the cocoa industry for every bar that's bought here. I think if you have something so big that you want to help, you should probably make sure that your product can actually stay out there and is good out there on the first run. Like like you should make sure that what you're doing is already good, so it doesn't have to stop and pull back if your goal is something bigger than itself.
It's a
I
thing
think
where
if you're overlooking the fact that the food that you're putting out is against FDA violations, like directly, whether he's ignorant or not, doesn't excuse it because it's his thing and he should have looked into it as to what it was. Like, let's say I'm a big YouTuber and I put out like a coffee company. If I'm not looking into how that's actively made, I'm just being negligent and that's on me. Or if I did see that something's wrong and I choose to ignore it, that's also on me. I'm negligent either way.
the thing
Because
is,
that thing's under my name.
I think there'll always be a harsher light on him because he is the face of the company. It's just one. At least with like Hershey's and places like that, it's a company. It's broad, so there's a lot. It's a lot harder to just put one focus. There will always be a harder and brighter light on him and all of his stuff. Like
I think there should be, in fairness, if you're that big of a content creator and you have companies, you should be under scrutiny just as much because those bigger companies are all on that same level of scrutiny. Most
no,
YouTubers
I think he
aren't
gets more.
under a microscope.
I think he's more under a
compared to
microscope.
compared to like Hershey's, like you said, they're held up to the same level because of the influence that they have on the public.
No,
I feel like they're held up to
and
a higher level. 'cause
no,
they
I think
pay
he's held up to a higher level.
Even if he is, he should be because he's on YouTube every day globally to 7 billion people. How many people buy like a Hershey's? Like how often do you think people buy Hershey? People watch him all the time and buy his stuff all the time. He should be held under higher scrutiny because he's more influential to more people. I think you should be looking after yourself more and be more conscious of what you're doing. The bigger your influence and following is.
I don't know. I think it's harder for him. He's at the end of the day, he is one person. He does have a team. I think it's rougher on his part because even if his team does mess up, and even if it's not him, he'll get the blame for it no matter what. That's the thing is.
Ooh, I'm a billionaire and my life's so hard
That he
because I have to
donates.
check my stuff. I don't give one. If I was in his shoes, hell no. You think I give a fuck because he gets criticized?
No,
One thing that you're getting wrong, Adrian, that's the same for every single company.
No, because
If a
it's
company
only
does something
him.
wrong, the CEO is going to be held accountable.
No,
So
the
the
CEO
company
hardly gets held
itself,
accountable.
his team is scrutinized altogether. But it looks like it's only him. because so the LLC or whatever that the actual Feastables company is under is scrutinized as a company. But when the scrutiny comes there, it's put as the face of him because it's his face on it. That's I think where the difference is.
Yeah, like it's
So
still the company getting in trouble. They're the one that's
yeah,
facing out the backlash. It's just that you're gonna see the Mr. Beast name more
yeah.
because he is
It's going to be
facing
like
the
Mr.
product.
Beast Feastables face backlash and not Feastables LLC face backlash.
Yeah. No, like I
Like
said, I think
Hershey's doesn't have a spokesperson or like a face of their company. Or if they did, that would be more the same if they were on the same level of influence as Jimmy Beast.
yeah. No, I feel bad. I don't feel
But
bad for
yeah,
him. No, I do feel bad.
I don't.
I think he's still at the end of the day, he's still a person. He's still a human, and he just got successful.
Yeah,
And he's used his success to help a lot of people, even if it's made for that reason, right reason. A lot of people have been helped. Millions have been helped from him. Like he's given up so much money and helped so many people in different countries.
Actually, something that I heard before in the allegations before. Um, so when he does these challenges with multiple people, most of the time it's just his own employees.
yeah, that's what I heard also.
If that's
But
true,
that
that
goes back to the
that
lawsuit.
is it part of like the similar thing and the same thing.
Well, the lawsuit claims that like a lot of the people who were there were employees of his company, which is I don't remember the actual name, but it's something entertainment.
Yeah,
But the problem is that a part of them, like the majority, I want to say at least 50%, were his employees or were hired out as volunteers so they didn't have to get paid. And the people that were there, the games were apparently rigged against them so they didn't get paid. Like it is a lot of shady stuff. I think his original content, like back when he originally started doing big production stuff, I
yeah,
think it was probably better then. But the problem is he realized that there's a certain method to please the crowds. And
yeah,
sometimes that method isn't the most ethical or the most
for the
like
most part.
morally right. But if his intention is to help people, I will give him this. Sometimes you do have to bend the rules a little bit to get to the end goal of the greater good.
Yeah, that's how I see it. Like sometimes it may not seem the best, but at the end of the day, there's people in water with water in Africa because he went and put money into it, and
Yeah.
there's more trees now. There's cleaner water because of him. You know, it even if I don't know, I think not the good outweighs the bad, but the good helps a little bit. He's not a
Yeah.
perfect person, obviously, but I think the scrutiny is a little ridiculous at times. Like there's other people that have done worse and will do worse without the good of helping them. I don't know. It's a rough situation. Like I try to see his point of view, but I can also see where you guys are coming from. Where he is a billionaire.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it can all
that's
go
what I'm
away, and
saying,
he'll still
like
be fine.
yeah.
It's just
No.
it's always a hard thing with him. I don't know. I've watched
Yeah,
Mr. Beast since he did the shitty outros or the shitty intros. So I've always held a close space in my heart for him.
My main end point here is I think it's okay to be a little morally flexible if it ends up helping more people, but I also think he should be under a microscope because of his influence. Like that's my takeaway here.
Yeah, yeah. He's
You know, if you are helping people, that's great, but I think if you have a big influence, you should be looked at a little more because you are influencing a lot of people.
yeah.
yeah, or just try to be more careful, more vigilant.
Like same thing they did with like PewDiePie 2016 to 2019. YouTube was very critical of all the stuff that he was doing, even when he wasn't. Like that time he was accused of being a Nazi when he wasn't. YouTube cut his YouTube show and like turned off his ads for like a year over allegations that were never true.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I'm saying. If you and he was the biggest content creator on the app at that time. So I think if you are, and I think Mr. Beast is right now the largest on the channel on the whatever site. So I think if you, oh my god. So I
Yeah.
think if you are, you do need to be a little bit more under a microscope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I I agree. I don't know why. For some reason, I don't. I hold out hope that he is really genuine about this stuff and that he is a good person. And
Yeah,
it seems that way. But
obviously.
I think other YouTubers criticizing him is a little also ridiculous because they've also had shady past. I think Jacksepticeye has no
fair
place to
enough.
talk about YouTube changing because he's just part of that old generation of YouTube. Like YouTube's always gonna change. You know, just because this guy does it different doesn't mean you have to do it the same way. Just because you think Mr. Beast doesn't have fun about
No, it wasn't necessarily that it was changing. He just had presumptions that something was shady was going on underneath.
it. It's just
And he didn't really clarify. It was literally pretty much exactly what I just said, word for word. It was a vague statement. And so there like it could easily like catch on to whatever, right?
yeah.
But I'm just saying that I think like there's been a bunch of times where people have
You know what?
predicted stuff that ended up coming true.
You know who I've been really disappointed with? You know Ludwig?
Oh yeah.
I like Ludwig, and I'm a big fan of his content. He had this friend, I forgot the name of the guy, but the guy ended up getting caught watching AI porn of not only his girlfriend but other streamers in the community of like Pokemon
What the
and all that
fuck?
stuff. And for a
Shit,
while
if
he
it was
stopped
Pokemon, I would too.
crazy. And for a while he
Crazy.
stopped talking to him. He's like, "Hey, that's wrong." Especially not only that, but of your girlfriend. Like
Yeah,
that's so
Weird.
fucked up because you know
Pokemon's
that's
okay, but
and
Okay.
and what's it called?
Mendoza, don't act like you wouldn't use it on Sabrina Carpenter.
No comment.
Anyway,
That's what I thought.
crazy. But yeah, he was like he had what's it called? He ended up recently. I saw that they like play together from time to time, and like they're part of like the
Yeah.
same community, and that's I think really fucking disappointing on Jimmy. Oh no, not Jimmy. On Ludwig's.
Jimmy Beast.
On Ludwig's end. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think that's forgivable, especially when it's your girlfriend that it happened to. It's really unforgivable.
It was Ludwig's girlfriend.
Yeah, Ludwig's girlfriend, Cutie Cinderella, was also one of the people in the AI
Oh,
porn.
hell no.
think
Adrian,
that's
if you did that, I would fucking be your ass.
yeah. It's a thing of like just even it's not only disrespectful to the girlfriend, but it's disrespectful to you as a guy.
Yeah.
It's more like a self-respect thing now.
Yeah,
would say.
it's fucked up, and I think it's fucked up because like somebody had put in Ludwig's chat like fuck that guy, and Ludwig like banned them, and he did like a unbanned stream. He's like, yeah, no, don't talk shit about my friends. He's like, your friend? That's not your fucking friend
Yeah.
anymore. They did that. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Damn.
And it made me lose a shitload of respect for him. It's bad.
That's
R.I.P.
crazy.
Ludwig.
Yeah, that's just
Why
it's,
the
Dude,
fuck did my
I've heard of him, but
ring
I
light
forgot
get
what-
so dark?
he was at one point the biggest streamer on Twitch. Actually, have you heard about Kai Cenat? Like he's been getting a lot of shit recently.
Oh, for
Thank
me.
God, bro. His streams are actual ass, bro. They're so bad.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
because apparently people think he's been view botting.
Viewbot, really?
Yeah,
I thought
'cause
they were talking about
That's
him
lame.
being fake to people and just using them. For
yeah,
content.
not only that, but he's been view botting, and apparently he promised to build schools or something in Africa, and he has yet to like live up to
Bro
that.
hates his own people.
Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah,
Are we gonna cut that?
I'm not cutting that shit. Fuck you.
Chat, clip that.
Chat did not clip
Clip
shit.
that,
Chat,
chat.
I clip that.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like this goes back to the big creator thing. If you're a big creator, use your content for good. This is what I like. Say what you want about Jacksepticeye. Maybe he hasn't done great things. I don't really know. I've watched him since for a while, but he does a Thankmas live stream every year where he raises millions of dollars for charity, and like that's like, and this goes back to the tax write-off. If it's a tax write-off, I'm 50-50 on it. It really is dependent on how it's used. But if you use your platform for good stuff, like that's good. Like that's you're doing something good in the world, and I'm okay with that.
I don't mind. I don't mind tax breaks for donations. It incentivizes giving donations.
Yeah.
So I
No,
don't
that's what I'm
mind
saying.
it.
I think I literally just like flipped my view on it.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind it because it incentivizes giving. So I'll never mind that. Like sometimes it's okay to receive something for doing something good. Like it's
The
not
only
always a bad thing.
the only problem I have with tax exemptions on donations is when it's done by billionaires, especially because those billionaires don't need tax exemptions. And like I said previously, most of the time those donations are made to subsidiary companies that they own.
Yeah.
Like
That's
that,
why
like if you're actually donating to like organizations and stuff that need it, like I think Jacksepticeye did donate like 500 grand to like mental health awareness or whatever, right? That's good. Like that's great. Or even Mr. Beast with the Team Trees and like Team C or whatever, right?
Team Water, I think.
That's good. That stuff's good. But if
Yeah.
you're doing shady shit like that, then I have a problem with you.
Yeah, you're right. I get it. No, because yeah, I think what's it called? Walmart does it, where like say you do click to donate, like they'll take
Yeah, I
a
hate that
percent.
shit.
They'll take a percent of that, and then they'll give the rest to charity. So they'll
Yeah,
take like
and then that
25.
whole donation you made is a tax write-off for them.
Yeah.
Like
So
you're telling me this multi-billion-dollar company needs a tax write-off? Come on.
yeah, I think that's where it's a little ridiculous.
I ain't giving
Yeah.
you no fucking tax write-off. You didn't give me a discount on this shit.
Yeah, fuck those guys. It takes like 6 months to get their discount. Those guys are dicks.
Really? They must have
now
changed it
they-
because when I worked there, that shit was immediate. Like I immediately
No,
had
it takes like
discounts
6
in Walmart
months.
Plus.
But now I like Walmart Plus. You get 10 cents off gas.
Yeah, that shit was nice. And like free delivery same day.
But I see a lot of people complain that
Really?
they don't have Apple Pay. But I'm like they have their own version of it. But it still
But
sucks.
that's I'll give people credit where it's due. I hate that they don't have Apple Pay. That you need Walmart Pay. Because the
Yeah,
problem is, I'm pretty sure Walmart takes a percentage of your transaction.
yeah.
Like
no,
it's like
I don't think it works like that. I'm pretty sure they just do it to take your data. It's easier for them to take your
that's
data
what I'm saying. That's even worse.
But
when
even
you're doing it
then,
through their app than doing it through just Apple
it's
Pay.
almost like Spotify. How Spotify does it? Like you have to go to Spotify's website to buy premium because Apple takes a percent of
Yeah.
it. It's almost like I would assume that's why they do it, so they don't have to give a percent to Apple.
Yeah, which is pretty smart by Spotify, I would say so.
Yeah,
Apple-
that's the
But
same thing
I'm not-
Walmart does.
I'm not even saying like accept Apple Pay. Just let me tap my card. I hate that I have to insert it. They
Yeah,
don't even. The only kind of tap pay they take is with Walmart
yeah.
Pay,
You have to
and
scan
that's
it.
dumb because every other retail store, even the low one like mom and pop shops, take tap pay.
Yeah, it's easier.
Like let me tap my
Not only
fucking
is
card.
it not only is it easier, it's safer because
Yeah, it's
Apple-
more secure because there's like 256-bit encryption on the tap. Compared
Yeah.
to when you insert chip, there's only I think 124-bit encryption.
Yeah, not only that, I think
I
Apple
don't know
has
the
their own
exact
encryption.
stats, but
It's
Apple's
'Cause
dude,
they-
I love
they
Apple
basically
Pay
set up a
because
fake
it's
card.
one of the most encrypted in the world because it gives you a 256-bit key, which is like almost it would take 1,000 years for a computer to guess.
Mhm.
But that 256-bit key is only for that transaction. So even if
Yeah.
somehow a hacker gets that key, they can't use it again.
Yeah.
Like it generates a new one for every single transaction.
that's what I will give Apple. The only thing that they do really well is security. Like you'll never
Security
have to worry.
is
You'll never have to worry about an Apple phone getting hacked or
literally like
something
that
like that.
time this one terrorist was being investigated by the CIA and the CIA was all like, okay, like we're gonna need the password to your phone. The guy wouldn't give it, and the CIA couldn't brute force. They couldn't hack into the phone, and they told Apple to do it for them. And Apple's like, no, we're not doing that.
yeah, because
And
if
they couldn't get in the phone.
if Apple
Yeah, it
makes
was
if Apple
insane.
makes a back door, then that becomes a weakness. Then anybody can use
Well, the
that back
thing
door.
is also like normal phones, right? You have the motherboard and then you have all the components, right?
Mhm.
And your data is stored on that cache RAM of that motherboard. Apple has a separate like just cache RAM motherboard that's not even connected to the main that holds all your private data. That's why it's impossible to get into unless you have the credentials.
Yeah.
Because you can't brute force through that. Like it's insane how they have it set up. I watched a video about it the other day. It's actually so insane.
Not only that, it's like just even getting into the phone.
not even Apple themselves could get into that if they wanted.
Yeah.
It's insane data encryption.
Yeah. It not even like opening because I remember I wanted to fix one of my old phones. And like I tried to get it apart. I generally gave up after like 5 hours because it's such a pain to take apart. Not only that, not only the security screws, but having to basically like superheat it to take off the glue that they hold. It's such a pain.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's worth it for security.
That's one of the things that Apple has going for them is their security is unbeatable. It
Yeah.
is so good.
And that's the thing is sometimes you gotta like sacrifice like because some people are like I can't put an
You gotta
emulator on it. It's like well yeah because it's a backdoor.
Yeah, because if the second you install foreign software on there, that's a backdoor.
Yeah, I hate when they're like I can't install this on Apple. It's like yeah no shit because it
Yeah,
probably
that's a
has a
security breach, buddy.
it's a security risk. That's why I think people use Apple.
I will say that's back when I had my Samsung, I did like that because like I wouldn't verify integrity of files, but I would download so many modded APKs of games
Yeah,
because they would be so fucking cool. And I love doing that. And I can't do it on Apple, But I would rather take the sacrifice of not being able to do that for heightened security.
Yeah, for safety, just for the pleasure of like going to sleep at night. Now,
Because if you download one wrong file on your Android, it's bricked. You have to factory reset it.
Yeah.
And I had to do that before because I downloaded before I started checking my files. I would just download anything.
Yeah.
And I downloaded one that had a Trojan on it, and yeah, it bricked my computer. It would randomly put pop-ups of like porn sounds. That happened one time when I was eating dinner with my family. It was literally like, it would be like those, you know the ones that look like obviously fake malware. It's like your phone has virus, and like it would be a fucking chick moaning max volume. I would have my volume off, and it would turn that bitch all the way up and play the fucking virus sound.
Wait, on your computer or on your phone?
On your phone.
No, on my phone.
Yeah, that's because as a kid, like.
And so after that, I started checking files. Yeah, as
we
a
were
kid,
we were in
like,
like
this is legit free Minecraft. No way.
we were in like a really rough era of like tech's good enough where like it's hard to get into, and like you're dumb enough where you still don't know anything about it. It was a bad era.
You're gonna have to censor this name because I don't want to.
I'll cut it.
I don't want to embarrass her too much, but you know my.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this was back when she was like, fuck, I think she was maybe at most. Hey, Jake.
Can you stop saying it, bitch? I gotta censor that shit every single time you say it.
Like fuck, he's saying like 20 times.
Like, you mean?
She's like, you have Minecraft on your computer, right? And I was like, yeah.
About your... What?
Blank that too. So blank that too, so they don't know.
You dick.
You're such an asshole,
bro.
This guy's
You're such an asshole, bro. I have to edit this.
He says it like 20 times. Like that one. Wait, the one that lives at here.
It did last video.
Is this the address?
I literally purposely did not say it for Jacob to like. Hopefully he would get me. He would say yes without me saying it.
I was gonna say yes, but then you just said it.
Dude, last video.
Well, you took forever.
You mean the one that lives at this address?
Last time we were talking about a teacher, and Jacob said the name wrong of the teacher, and he goes, "You mean this teacher?" And he says the full government name. I was like,
I did not say the full government name.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
I
you
just
did.
said her.
Yeah,
you said her first name and then her last name, bro. And I was like,
"Oh, you're talking about."
What?
This guy's a
I'm
fucking
blocking you, bro. I hate you, bro.
Anyway, as I
you're
was
such
saying,
a bitch. Fuck you on your thumbnail.
So as I was saying, she was like, "You got Minecraft on your computer?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." She's like, "Oh, can you get it on your phone?" I was like, "Yeah, but it costs money." And she's like, "Oh, okay." So she goes in her room, and she has like this tablet, right? And so she comes back like an hour later. She's like, "Hey, Jacob, I think like my tablet has a problem. Like it's not responding." And I see Minecraft on there, but I go to the App Store and it's not paid for. So I'm like, okay, like at this point in time, I was old enough to know like the difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, where did you install this from? And she's like, I don't remember. And so I go through her history and pull up the website. It's this sketchy ass fucking website with like bitches and thongs on like the ads on the side.
Yeah, that's how you know it's a website.
So I had to run like I think it was AVG, like the malware check.
Yeah.
And I had to remove all of it, and then I like turned her phone off and on again, and it worked fine. But I was like, don't download Minecraft from the internet. It's most likely malware. But then I showed her how to download the real Minecraft that wasn't malware and was free.
I set up a rule in my family. You're only allowed to ask me tech things if you can't Google it. If you can Google it, you're not allowed to ask anymore. I hate that. They used to ask me like, how do I up my brightness on my phone? I'm like, dude, you're pissing me off.
Dude, they would do that when I worked at Best Buy. Like back when so my job right at Best Buy was to install install appliances because I was part of the Geek Squad. And like occasionally I would work on the PC like team, right? Because I was seasonal and they would swap me around. But I'm installing this guy's fucking fridge and he's like, hey, can you help me with my computer? And I'm like, no. Like that, like you have to get the PC guys over here because they have to charge you for that. Like I can't just help you. And I would feel bad because like it's something simple, but I'm like I can't. I'll get in trouble if I help you with this.
You know, we had the same thing with us. Like people. So basically, when you had a car in O'Reilly's, people would come with their car and they'd have a check engine light. We're only allowed to scan it, and whatever the computer tells us that it is, we're only allowed to print that. And they would be like, "Can you delete the code?" I'm like, "No, we're not allowed to mess with your ECU because if we mess with your ECU and then the car doesn't start, that's on us."
Yeah.
Like there's certain cars we weren't even allowed to change the battery on, because like the car needed to reset. You need to reset the computer on the car to register the new battery. Like it's a bunch of bullshit. So I know people like they get upset
Yeah.
about that stuff, but at the end of the day, you gotta realize
It's
why
a
would I
big
risk
liability.
why would I risk my job just to help you? You know, which sounds dickheadish,
Yeah.
but it's the truth. Why would I risk my income just to help you out?
Yeah, bro says as he quit not even a month later.
Yeah, shout out that place. Shout out that
Bro did
place.
not, bro did not even care
What did
about
you
his
work
job.
there like a week?
Like a month or two, a solid month or two for sure.
Motherfucker, you lying. You did
No,
not
I
work
swear, I worked there
months.
for like 2
remember
months.
because you got hired, and not even 3 weeks after you told me you did an interview with Walmart.
No, well, I
No,
did the
it was
interview.
like it was
No,
at least a month now. I
It
would
had to have
say.
been at least a month because I got my shirts. I have the O'Reilly shirts, and they take like a month to ship. So yeah, no, I swear it took like 2 months to ship.
Dude, speaking of shirts, so I don't know why I still had them. You know my first job at Village Inn, right?
Mhm.
You have to
That
go
was your
down to
first
their
job?
yeah, back when I was 16. You have
Oh,
to
shit.
go down to their office and at downtown and like pick up the shirts, right, and fill out the paperwork.
I hate
I
that.
still had those shirts in my closet when I left the house. I was like, I'm not taking these. Like, I'm leaving them fucking there. Somebody bought the fucking shirts. Somebody bought and my full JROTC uniform.
What do you mean, like from your house?
Like
Yeah,
you guys
because
were
so
you guys were
so there
moving out
was
again?
whatever was left after we moved our main stuff was going in the garage sale, right? And
Mhm.
whatever didn't get bought in that garage sale was going to the dump. Some person bought my JROTC hoodie. You remember those, Adrian? With my
Yeah,
last name on it. They bought my full JROTC uniform and they bought my Village Inn shirts and they bought a single sock that was apparently on the floor in my closet.
A sock, a single
Hey, bro,
sock.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, someone
these
beating their shit
motherfuckers
to
were
that
buying
sock.
half-used toilet paper. They were buying that house was fucking clean like fucking Jewish people that owed money went through it.
Yeah,
It was
that's
fucking
garage
crazy.
sales are crazy, dude. Like I've never had one,
And
luckily.
apparently Sean paid to have it advertised on FitFam, and that's why it was such a big like garage sale.
Oh,
So
yeah,
so FitFam had it on their story that it was going apparently.
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, this motherfucker's loaded, so he
I
was trying to make sure
forget.
all this shit
I always
got
forget
gone.
that Jacob's brother's like ultra rich, like
Yeah, he's
stupid,
very
like
wealthy.
actually wealthy. It's always crazy to hear him.
The only stuff that didn't get taken from the house, you know the shop that we have on our property, right?
Yeah,
Like the
So
one on
there's
the
an
back?
attic up there, and I guess they forgot about it because the stuff in the attic is still there.
that's crazy.
That's
That's
the
crazy.
only stuff that didn't get sold.
We didn't get first
I
dibs
thought
to like go. Crazy.
I thought the
I
house-
didn't know when they were doing it. I just knew they were going to. I
I'm
didn't know
like
any
Sean, I
dates
know
or anything.
Jacob. Let me take his
I was
shit.
gonna get told you.
Brother, you stole the air fryer from work.
Oh, shout out that. So for those who don't know, Jacob's dad used to own a restaurant, and the
And
day
butcher shop,
and butcher shop, and I worked part of the butcher shop. And
master butcher.
yeah, shout out that. Oh, what's it called? The day it closed, mid shift I had to go to the dentist, so I went to the dentist, came back, and then I come back and they go, "Hey, we're closing for good." I was like, "The fuck, we are?" I was like,
It
"Perfect."
was so random.
I was like, "Dad, stay here." I started loading shit into the truck. I was like,
What
"This
the-
just
He literally decided that day that we were closing.
yeah," and I was
Like
like,
2 hours into the shift, and it was crazy because I don't know how. Like it never got posted that that's the day we were closing, but that was the busiest
Yeah.
day we had since we first opened.
"Yeah, it was bad, dude." But as soon as
How
I
come
got there, I was like, "I called dibs on this air fryer, bro."
Yeah, bro, literally wheeled it out and fucking threw it in his
Dude,
car.
we tried arguing about this smoker. There was a smoker there, and we fought tooth and nail to get that.
Adrian was legit gonna take the actual like industrial fryer for a
Oh
second.
yeah, I was considering it. I would have, but
Dude, I would have helped you carry it into your car. I would have been
I
like, yeah, let's take
that would have been
it.
so badass, dude. I
That
kind
would've
of
been
I
badass,
would
'cause
have
those were expensive as fuck.
yeah. What I really wanted was one of the what's it called fridges, but I was like, nah,
Yeah.
I'll just leave it there.
Those were a pain in the ass to even just get in there.
Yeah, I should have taken some of the chairs too, but
Dude, you should have.
I didn't.
Should have just started. I'm telling you, we should have fucking rented a U-Haul and just started loading shit.
Yeah. Mr. Kirby, I'm thinking this hoe. Dude, shout out Mr. Kirby. He always like just gave us shit. Like I remember one time I was working mid shift. I'm chilling there. He comes to me. He's like, "Hey, Adrian, this is a steak. It's like $1,000 steak. Finish it for me." I was like, "Hi."
Really?
So I had like a really
like
good
he would just give away like to the employees like $500 cuts of steaks.
Yeah.
Actually, there's
Because
a
like
funny thing.
and it's not like they were like great condition. Like they were probably a week from when we They were still good, but they were a week from when we wanted to take them out of the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were still good. They weren't expired, but like the only thing that was gonna happen to them if once they got taken out of the case was grounded into hamburger meat.
Yeah.
And that's like a waste of a good steak. So we would just give out steaks to fucking people.
Yeah, I remember. This is
I
actually a
remember
funny story.
we did a drive through with it was like the El Paso Members Club or some shit. It's like 10,000 people where they would drive their car up, they would pre-order a burger, like right, sign up for it, and they would drive up, pick up a burger, fries, and like a drink. I think it was for like $12.
That's fuck.
And we
you
sold
guys,
a fuck ton of burgers.
you guys,
Dude, that's
the
what I'm
thing I
saying.
love.
That's part of the reason. That's part of the reason. Like, no offense to my dad, he's great, but part of the reason
why it goes down.
Yeah, because he was undercharging for the size of. They were half-pound burgers. They're like the biggest that were sold
Dude,
in El Paso.
Or
at the
even
time.
even just the steaks. Like he would just charge you for the steak. The sides and the drink were free. The steak was what you paid for.
Yeah, you would
Really?
get like grilled asparagus and like fries and shit as the sides.
Yeah, or potato.
And it was BYOB.
Yeah.
There wasn't and the alcohol charge, like you could bring a whole bottle of wine. It was only $5 alcohol charge to bring it in.
Yeah. It was.
But the
not
real
bad.
reason
What?
the real reason the business went down was when Jared started working there. That's a
Yeah.
fact. Now I'm
Why?
not trying to throw shade. Like he was in a bad position, whatever, and he wasn't really suited to be working that position. But we were doing really well. We were making like $5,000 a day when we were open before Jared started working there. And then Jared started working there, and there were a bunch of customer complaints because he was really bad at fucking cooking a burger. I don't know how. He would always either overcook it or undercook it, and it was bad. And he was a chef at Cafe Central downtown.
Yeah.
Really? That really
Yeah,
nice
that's
restaurant?
what. Yeah, and I'm saying like also a burger is the easiest thing to fucking cook.
Yeah. I loved working there, dude. That was like genuinely.
Or
one of
that
the
time
coolest
me and you
jobs.
had to run both sides. We had to
Oh,
both be cooks
yeah.
and the fucking butcher.
Me and Jacob always showed
Get
up.
the fucking fries out.
Yeah, dude. One
What?
time, me and Jacob.
That's so shit.
Yeah.
Adrian, when I was
Yeah,
like
I got
Corralito
paid
with
good, though.
Adrian wouldn't even help me cook.
Oh yeah. Fuck you.
I got paid hella.
You did dig, bro. It was like 6 workers you had. I had one guy.
6 workers.
It was
was
me and
6
Adrian.
workers.
Nah, because me and Jacob were we were the butchers. So
Shout out Serge.
me and Jacob showed up to the shift to do butcher shit, and we were behind, so we actually had to work that day. And and
No tender swipes today.
we get there, and the cooks aren't there. So we're like, okay, well, if the cooks don't
Really?
show up,
We're getting online orders and shit.
we're like, if the cooks don't show up, fuck those guys. We're not gonna cook for them. And then as soon as the lady got there who like does the front, she's like, guys, can you cook? And we're like, I will cook. So we put on our
Y'all
Yeah,
folded
'cause-
Y'all folded so fast.
yeah, because we
It's because
should.
what was her name? Like
Monica.
Not Monica, the older one. No, the older one.
Oh, I didn't like
The
her.
one that
Fuck
was
that
trying to hit on
bitch.
my dad, but she was.
She would
like,
also try to
divorced.
flirt with you.
She was
Yeah,
the
it was
worst.
weird. She was like 60 plus. I should have flirted back because she was 60 plus and she had 3 houses.
She was a millionaire.
Bro, you should have. What? 3 houses?
I know. Looking back at it, I wish I did. I genuinely do. I would be set for life right now.
Yeah, she
I'm saying.
what's it
But
called?
fuck, like,
She didn't like me. Fuck that bitch. I don't like her either. She was like, you guys gotta work harder. I'm like, bitch, there's no one here. There's no one in the restaurant. What do you want me to do? Clean like the
like
thing that's
how
already
Monica
clean?
would always freak out when we had 2 tables.
Yeah, she was bad.
That's
though.
crazy.
Dude, literally,
that's-
like we would have, and it wasn't like big tables. It was like 2 tables of 2 people. And she's like, "Where the fuck are my fries?" And I'm like, "Monica, they're taking the normal time they take the fucking cook."
Yeah, it's because everything was handmade. Like even the chips for the salsa were handmade. Like we would throw
Yeah.
tortillas into the fryer and then cook it that way.
It was legit. Like
It was.
I'm not trying to toot my own horn. It was a good restaurant. The food was good.
I was about to say the best
It
burgers
was,
I ever
it was
had.
just
were
it was
there.
just lack. It was just lack of management. And that was the problem.
It's because, like I said, it was everything
And
was
the
so
fact that
high
Jared threw
quality.
himself into a management position.
Everything was so high
Really?
quality for such a little price.
Genuinely, when Jared started working there, like our relationship was fine. Before we closed, me and Jared had such a bad relationship with each other because it was constantly because I was the manager of the butcher area. Like I was in charge of making sure the meats were cut, making sure the meat was ready for the sales because we did deliveries of of steaks out to the city. I had to
Yeah.
make sure that was good. I had to make sure the invoices for them were good. I had like a lot to do considering what it was. And Jared would always come over. That, by the way, keep this in mind. Jared was kicked out of our house for like 2 years before this. And during that time, when my dad was just doing the butcher stuff before we owned that building, I would cut steaks with him for 8 hours a night. And I learned how to get from a full cow down to individual steaks, cut it down. And this motherfucker would come to my side acting like he knows how to cut the steaks. And I'm like, dude, you weren't there. I've learned everything. Like, I legit had a certification. I was like, I'm fucking certified in Texas as a butcher. Like, I know what I'm doing. And this motherfucker would be like, well, you're supposed to cut this part off. I'm like, no, you don't. That helps with the flavor. No, you don't cut this part off. That also with the flavor.
Yeah.
And he would just constantly be on my ass. And I'd be like, dude, like, literally get off of it. If you're going to be kitchen manager, go be kitchen manager. Get off my fucking side.
It's because they, like, he always cut off a lot of fat. And I'm like, hey, you got to leave a little bit of it.
And my dad would tell him, don't do that. And he would do that. And I would constantly complain to my dad. I'm like, and I think deep down but he was in a tough position considering my brother was in rehab when he because he was trying to turn his life around, right? And so he was still coming back from all the fucking drug use and stuff he did.
Yeah.
And so he was kind of in a tough position of what he could do. But I told my dad, I would tell him, I'm like, the reason your business is not doing good or started doing bad is because Jared is purposefully putting out bad, or either purposefully or negligently putting out bad food to customers. We never had that before you worked here, and now it's here, and you're not doing anything about it.
It's a hard spot.
Like he had a very thin line to walk on, because if he kicked Jared out of that work, Jared might easily have relapsed back into the life he was in. And so hindsight 2020, I feel bad for him, and I understand now. And the moment I really didn't. I was just upset that he allowed somebody to walk all over him all the time. That's what pissed me off.
It's because it's at the time too. I was upset because when I worked there, I was like, I didn't like Jared because things were supposed to be done a certain way, and I like doing it a certain way, like the proper way, and he would just come in and be a dick about it. But now I realize I'm like, that's his son, dude. That's a little different. It's if the company fails, fuck it. As long as your son's okay, as long as your family's okay. Like, is the company?
One thing that wasn't okay was the time he would go on lunch for an hour and then come back 3 hours later.
Yeah, that was bad.
Or he would always fucking show up late to work.
Yeah,
really?
I don't think there was never a day that I was there that he showed up on time, and I worked every day except for Sundays.
Well, you know what? I think I think that day he was supposed to be the cook. The day that we showed up and did like cooking and butcher, he was supposed to be the cook, which was a rough day, dude. Those first couple hours, we were running between like
we were
not only cooking
because we had we had like 600 pounds we had to grind of meat, and we had constant orders that we had to keep pushing out online and in person. So we were running back and forth trying to do fucking both.
Dude,
it was chaotic.
Like not only, and then like the one time we did get a break, like we didn't even get to enjoy it because some guy like came.
It was like 5 minutes, and then some motherfucker came in.
Yeah, some guy came in. We had
low-key, if I could, I would work there again because I was getting paid hella. Like compared to what that was one of my highest paying jobs I had. I was getting paid bread. I was making almost 1,000 a week.
Yeah, I was making like
not bad.
I think I was making like 800.
I was making good money.
I was making somewhere close.
Actually, the only job that's ever paid me close to that was I think when I worked overnights at Walmart. But it would have paid me more.
No?
You know what? I think I was getting paid pretty well too. I was getting paid like 600 a week too.
No, FedEx wasn't good. The pay rate per hour was good, but you were capped out as a part-time worker at 20 hours per week.
Oh, you were part-time.
You couldn't, the problem with, it was really, really hard to apply for full-time at FedEx because it was about once every half year a position open for full-time employee.
Yeah.
And it was a super hard process to do, and most of the time they would just give it to fucking somebody who was going to become a manager anyway. So you couldn't really get it. I was at FedEx. FedEx was good to have as a side gig because I was making about 500 every 2 weeks from FedEx. Mm-hmm. So it was good for extra cash. And towards the end of when I worked at FedEx, because they had this thing you could do called, I think it was I don't remember. There's part-time and then there's full-time and there's something below part-time. Seasonal. Where you basically just pick up shifts. No. You could pick up shifts whenever you wanted. You were still technically capped at 20 hours, but normally for part-time, you work every single morning from 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. except for Sundays because you're closed, right? Yeah. But with this other one, you could pick up shifts any day of the week. You didn't have a schedule. And so let's say this was back when I was working a night shift job. So if I had worked a night shift and I was tired, I wouldn't pick up a shift that next morning because I wanted to sleep. If I didn't work the night before, I would do a shift in the morning, and it was good. Like I was making a good combined amount of money. I was making about 5.5 grand, 6 grand a month.
Because you're working the other job now at the same time.
Yeah, I was
The
working two
company?
jobs that were paying me. The moving company was paying me $22 an hour, and FedEx was paying me $16 an hour.
Mhm.
But FedEx just got. It's just so depressing. It's literally like until you've worked a warehouse job, you don't know what it's like.
I was about to say,
And
you know what?
B,
I think people like really understate how like an atmosphere of a job affects like the performance you can have. I
yep,
think at Walmart it's so depressing. Sometimes I go so slow compared to when I worked in like a restaurant. Like when I was at Corlitos, I
yeah,
could go pretty fast or faster than I can
yeah,
now. It just the vibe isn't there. So I generally
yeah,
get like almost depressed. Like the
yeah.
first
The
weeks
problem
I
with
worked there
FedEx is
sucked.
like it's so early, right? Nobody wants to talk to each other. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's 3 in the fucking morning. You're going into work, and it's gray. Everything's fucking gray because it's a warehouse, and all you hear is just the hum of the machines. You're not allowed to listen to music. Like you're not allowed to have headphones.
Mm.
And so even though it's like a 6 hour shift, it's 6 hours of just the machine humming, and it's fucking depressing. The work
Yeah.
itself is super easy, but the environment, I genuinely was like, my mental state was fucked up after I worked at FedEx for like 2 months.
Yeah.
I was genuinely, I thought I was depressed for a little bit because of how bad it was.
Yeah, an
Yeah.
environment really does like make or make the job.
Cause
That's why I like working at restaurants because you get to. It's more of a like collaborative environment where you actually get to talk to people,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
yeah,
Wherein in
and
like manufacturing, like warehouses, it's very strict,
I
and you
yeah,
think
just gotta
you
work,
know
work,
what,
work,
and I
work.
think that's an issue that the military has, like where the job's so bad, the job's horrible. Let's admit that the military is a horrible job to have, but everybody there is
yeah,
in a
you're
shitty.
literally property.
Yeah, everybody there is in the same shitty spot, so at least you feel a sense of comfort that everybody
Yeah,
here is in the same position as me, and then you go home, and everybody that's in the same position is gone. Nobody understands you.
Yeah. Another problem with FedEx was like you go in when it's dark and you get out when it's dark. And that like I don't know, that also has an effect on your mental state. Like working overnights was hard for me at Walmart because of that. Like you go in when it's dark and the fucking whole city's quiet and you leave when it's barely getting busy again.
yeah. I
Like when
don't
the
know how.
city's barely kicking up.
Honestly, I don't know how you guys did overnights. I could never.
No,
Well,
genuinely,
for me,
it's
go
horrible.
ahead.
I genuinely I hate this fucking place. I hate
Like
it
it
so bad.
wasn't good. The only reason I even tolerated it was because I could at least listen to some kind of music or podcast, and that was the only thing
Yeah,
that got me enough through the shift to make me have to go the next day or
yeah.
like the next shift.
Recently, I've done that. I've just podcast just so I can hear someone speak. That's what I think people
Yeah.
'Cause
realize.
yeah, it genuinely you're fucking separated from everybody. Everybody's doing their own fucking aisle, and you're just sitting there like,
Yeah, sometimes not seeing a face really hurts, especially when you go from somewhere
because
like a
humans,
restaurant.
yeah, humans are social creatures. We thrive off interaction with people, and when that's not there, like it grinds on your mental state. That's why I personally don't believe in solitary confinement because it makes people insane.
Mm.
Like like degrades your mental state so bad that you become insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially after you become like so tight knit. I
Yeah.
just I hate it. I generally you just it sounds and I felt this. I felt like because I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna be in the comments like you guys just being pussies or something like that. And I feel wrong because
I'm gonna put that in the comments.
I felt the same way before. When Jacob quit, I was like, "What a dumbass! Why did he quit?" And then I worked it. And I was like,
Yeah.
"This is horrible." Like genuinely, like I because my dad told me to. He's like,
Like it's not physically bad, but it's
"Yeah."
mentally bad. And that's
Yeah.
most of the time worse.
What pissed me off too is my
Because I
dad
would
was
say
Like
like,
there's
"Go, Melissa."
I would just say it's like there's no sense of community, right? It's just pure
yeah.
work, 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 which is nothing wrong with that, right? Like people are going there to work. But in order for you to endure that 8 hour long shift, you have to talk to someone, no? Or like
Yeah.
at least have some sort of interaction. Because if you don't, you'll go not insane, but it's gonna do something to your mental health, I would say.
Yeah,
Oh no,
no,
yeah,
I
it
think
definitely does.
there's certain jobs where you have to have other people there because just the tolerance of like it makes it easy to tolerate because I'm like, wait, this guy's also going through it too. At least we can. At least it's like almost like we can share the pain with everybody.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's
you
just
can like talk like, man, fuck this
yeah,
manager. They
fuck this
fucking suck at
job. Or
this.
like yeah, it helps. It makes it easier almost. It doesn't make it the best, but it makes it
Yeah.
easier. No, I hate that too because my dad told me he's like you probably shouldn't quit O'Reilly's, just stay there and it's less money, but it's better for your health.
Mhm.
Then I was like, that's bullshit. What a dumbass. And I was like, it's more money, dude. I don't give a fuck. And
Yeah, the problem is like
the first week it
even
hurt.
even
Wait.
like FedEx and Walmart, both Adrian and mine overnight shift, and when I worked at FedEx, both of those are bad for your actual physical health too. Like doing overnights has been like studied and is bad for your physical health too. Because and when I worked at FedEx, waking up that early is like it took me 2 months after I quit FedEx to reset my circadian rhythm to something that's like normal again.
Yeah.
Mm. Go, Melissa.
No,
You
I
go-
was gonna ask you, do you feel like you would get in a similar situation if you do join the police academy and become a police officer?
No,
No,
I think it
No?
is a different
because there's
sense.
way more community and like
Yeah.
It's a sense
in
of
police,
solidarity.
especially through because through the academy, it's the same thing as work. You're both suffering together.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's kind of what they teach you. Also, like you're a team in that situation, and you have to rely on each other.
You know what, and
Yeah.
also the
But
fact, the thing that really like not got to me is that it made me feel like almost like weak. It like what really hit me hard one night is that I just it wasn't feeling it like really badly. And I literally had to tell my boss like, hey dude, I can't do this. I gotta go home. And I went home and on the way there I was like, am I a fucking loser? Am I being a pussy? I made me feel like bad about myself. I had to go upstairs and talk to my mom because I was like, am I being a bitch? And she's like, no, you're just stressed. And that's the thing is, at least with like a
Yeah.
cop, you're like, okay, I know I'm doing something good. Like I know that
Yeah,
it's hard, but it's hard for a reason. There, it was,
and it's fulfilling.
it didn't make sense to me why it was being so difficult. Like to the point where I'm
Yeah.
literally on the verge of breaking down because I feel like, am I just being a bitch? Am I like, it's not even fulfilling. It's hard.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's,
like okay, I kind of get that. And that makes sense, right? Like, cause if you're doing it something,
yeah.
the pain is worth something, right?
Yeah, at least if I
Yeah,
help somebody
exactly.
out, my pain is worth it. But I would go home and I'd be
Yeah.
suffering alone, and I'm like, what is even for? What am I even?
Yeah,
It doesn't benefit me. It
literally
is,
same thing with FedEx. It's like
Mm-hmm.
you're doing the same job for like 6 hours, and you're leaving work like, man, what the fuck, like. Because it's just as bad as FedEx, because like like you're getting people's packages and like stuff, but like it doesn't seem to hold any weight compared to how you're feeling.
and the
Yeah.
thing about Walmart is like we would do things so bad because like you're on such a time crunch, you wouldn't do things properly. Like I remember they put me on the baby food aisle, and I literally was in such a rush. I couldn't even focus on like doing things properly. I had to stop for a second and go, oh, wow, I'm putting some kid at risk because I'm on a time crunch. I literally had to slow down. And I literally redid the entire aisle because I was like, I can't. How am I gonna like? This is like kid food. This is like
Yeah.
going to a baby. I have to front face it. I have to check the dates because if not, I'm gonna go home and feel terrible about it. And that's just how the entire shift
Yeah.
was.
That's one thing. Fuck Walmart for, because this was back when when I worked there and they originally started implementing this. Because before it was just stock your shelves FIFO, right, first in first out, and make sure it's facing forward. And that was already semi difficult enough to do on this time scale that they put you on. Like you would maybe have 5 minutes afterwards, and then they wanted, like, my manager comes up and is like, hey, I got news from corporate that they want you guys to stock the shelves now and check the dates of the stuff that's already there. I'm like you, how do you want me to check all the dates of all the product that's there and then stock new, like, stuff that's in there in the time that I can already barely do it in?
Yeah, and
Like,
then not only
it's
that,
not realistic.
just removing workers. Like
Yeah.
it was less workers, more work, and more difficult work. It's
Yeah, Adrian has less people helping him than I did when I worked
I
there.
have like I think I have to do 3 aisles in
That's
By
crazy.
yourself?
by myself. Like, and then the aisles I get are hard. Like I
Because
generally
they're the ones that I hated were like the tiny stuff or like some malleable stuff because they were so hard to like
yeah,
do
like
right.
chips. I hate chips because there's no way to. It's not at least it's not even
It was
just like a
my
line.
aisle. Chips was my chips
Yeah,
was
I
my
hate
one of my
chips,
aisles that I
dude. It
did.
sucks. It's hard to start, and there's so much overstock. That too is you don't realize how much
Oh,
food is
overstock.
wasted.
Yeah,
because to go to the chip aisle in your Walmart, guys, the top shelves is just overstock, and they're gonna be full to the brim because chips is it's a pain. Like they
Because you have to empty out the whole box. You can't
Mhm.
just like take one or two chip bags that are left to the back. So you just have to kind of toss them on top and hope that eventually they get found by somebody, which
Yeah.
they don't.
eventually,
They
so
all
you
go
gotta hope
expired.
somebody eventually does top stock and brings that stuff down, and they never do. Like it's bad.
It's no.
It's literally it's demoralizing because you're like someone's gonna eat this. Like you're gonna because you in my mind the entire time I was there I was like I shop at Walmart and I love going to Walmart. I like buying stuff there
Yeah.
and knowing that this is the process and that sometimes I'm getting old shit and not even realizing because I don't check the dates. I just hope that
Yeah.
I'm like in my mind I'm like they do it.
You trust the workers that it's
Yeah.
fresh.
It's bad. It's like generally it's I if anybody tells you to work at Walmart, do not do overnight stocking.
They're lying to you.
They're lying, bro. Because no, but they told me they when I got there they did tell me like, hey,
Yeah.
the time crunch is bad, all that. And when they say that, I'm like, okay, I've been to restaurants where they say the time crunch is bad, and
Yeah, but
it's
nobody
bad.
ever believes it. That's the problem.
It's because like, yeah, it's
And they don't really emphasize, like, I'm almost certain it's intentional. They don't really explain to you how bad it really is.
yeah, it's horrible.
Because if
And,
they did, they know people aren't going to want to get fucking hired.
yeah, it's generally the worst job ever. I hate it. I hate it. It's
And it's not the worst job because it's hard. It's just mentally demanding.
yeah, that's the thing.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because I like if I was a day stalker, that's a totally different story.
Yeah,
Like I think that's a great job because it's easy. People are like actually social during the day, and I think overall it would be a good job.
yeah. You
But
never realize
once-
how just even just seeing a face helps you. Like,
it's
cause
really almost like a like a what's it called? Like a fucking backroom episode. Like like the backroom level. You're standing in this because most of the Walmart is empty. Like if you stand in the produce section and look out, that whole fucking area is empty. And it's weird. Like it's a weird mental state to look at and nobody's there. Because your
Yeah.
brain's so used to people being there.
Yeah.
you know what? And the weird thing is the first because I would get there at 10 and the Walmart I worked at closed at 11. That first hour when I would see people would go by so fast, and then as soon as
Yeah.
people left, it would just like to a halt almost, like just stop,
Yep.
and it was weird. I can't even
Yeah,
explain it.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's kind of like very dystopian like you go
Yes.
from like a
It is,
really
yeah.
busy store to just no one.
It is dystopian. And then it's even more dystopian because you have that fuck ass Walmart radio playing over the fucking speakers.
Oh yes! Oh my
It's so
God!
echoey because no one's there, and it genuinely like feels like a back room because you're standing there stocking shelves with this like ominous voice fucking talking over the speaker.
And you know
It's
it
weird.
literally it feels like fake at like some point. Like at some point after hearing it, you're like, their
like, one
voices
time
don't sound
yeah.
real.
I literally looked around. And I'm like, dude, am I like in a fucking back room? Like it felt weird. Like
Yeah.
I felt out of my body for a second.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it felt yeah like that voice like the way they talk too because they don't talk like normal people like how we are. They talk like in that radio voice. So they're like and welcome back, like they're too happy, and it made me it sometimes would freak me out. I'm like, why are you so happy, dude? Like
It genuinely is. Until you've experienced it, there's not really enough ways we can describe it
yeah,
for you to understand until you've been there. It is weird.
you genuinely
Like
feel
the radio
so
is just like a person talking over this music, or like what do you mean?
no
So
it's like a radio
it's like their
show
fuck ass
almost.
Walmart like radio announcer saying random shit about discounts, and then they play like two copyright free songs, and then they talk more about like the discounts they have. Who are you playing this for? There's no
Yeah,
fucking
Or
customers
no.
here.
Well, when I got
those were for customers now.
when I got
That
there, they
would make
changed it
sense.
so now it's like a radio talk show. But the topics they talk about are so
That's
like
even weirder.
are so basic that I'm like, why? What the fuck? It feels like it's almost generated, like it's AI. It literally freaked me out. I'm like, is there just
Yeah.
AI generating fucking talk show hosts? Because they're like, welcome back to Stevie
No,
in the
it is
morning.
really, I
It's
would
like,
hear it so much that I like in my head when the voice came on, I would be able to repeat word for word like what she was gonna say because it had been ingrained in my fucking head. And I used to remember like the way the order the songs would go because I'm like, oh, this song played, this one's up next because I
Yeah.
heard it so many times.
yeah, it's dude, it's like it's a weird feeling, like genuinely.
That's crazy.
And then like you look like especially when you I don't know if it was just me or maybe Adrian also felt like when you're walking out of the Walmart for your break and there's just like nothing going on outside. Because it's like the dead of night and like no cars are driving by. It's like so eerily empty everywhere.
Yeah, it. I don't know. Like it is the weirdest feeling. I did like when I worked with other people. Like sometimes I would, because when I was new, they would give me like another person and like do my own with, and that was cool.
Yeah.
But even just seeing somebody was fun. But when they simply put me by myself, I was like, dude, this is taking forever, and it was
Yeah.
weird. Like, and then when I get back from my break, the last hour would kind of go back. The last 2 hours would go fast because that's when people like the morning shift would show up and there's a lot more people. So it would
Yeah.
go faster. Like I'm telling you, it's the worst feeling. I hated the hour-long break. I just wanted to be over with it. I'd rather just not do the hour
Honestly,
break.
yeah. Like the first couple of times, like, oh, that's so fucking cool. Like I can eat my full meal and also watch like Instagram for a little bit. But then after like a week, I was like, man, like I already ate my food. Can I just fucking go back to work already?
Yes.
Like I'm tired of just like I want to get this done. I want to go fucking home. It's
Yeah.
fucking 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Is it mandatory to take an hour?
Yes.
long?
Yes,
You have to.
you're
Oh,
not allowed to cut
yeah.
it short.
Yeah.
I hated it. I'd rather go home at 7 a.m. than at 8, or I'd rather go home at 6 a.m. than 7 a.m.
I remember when I first started there. I think it was before daylight savings, right? So it was like an hour back. I used to be able to get home by 6 a.m. when it was still semi-dark and I could go to sleep, right? But this was like a month, 2 months before I quit is when daylight savings kicked in. And I'd have to go home when it was fucking like the sun was already crested and everything. And it's bright outside and I'm like, dude, how am I supposed to fucking sleep?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
then that's what also messed up my circadian rhythm. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm sleeping with the fucking sun out.
Sometimes I couldn't even sleep because like I'd go to
Yeah.
work at 10. I'd get out at 7. The sun's up. My parents would be there, so I'd talk to them, and then like
Yeah.
at like 4, I'd be like, when am I gonna sleep? I couldn't like pass
Yeah.
out. It's the worst.
It's weird because like the last hour, like during daylight saving time before it started getting bright, I would feel so tired. I'm like, I can't can't wait to get to fucking sleep. And then when I
Yeah.
walked out and the sun's there, I like randomly feel energized again. I'm like, dude, I know I need to sleep, but I can't because the sun's out.
It
It-
like resets you.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm like, I haven't slept in fucking 20 hours. I need to fucking sleep.
Yeah, I know. I think they gotta remove overnight stalking. It's
Yeah,
just,
put it as like cruel as an unusual punishment.
or even just like,
Not remove it. Obviously, it's needed, right? But like,
No,
Not
because
really.
stalkers.
Something
I've seen stalkers stalk shelves during the day, and it's possible to do it during the day.
it's
It's because it's not that much stuff you're doing. It's at most like a pallet or 2 pallets, depending on where you're at.
it's just
So it's not a lot.
the problem with overnight stalking is it's done so poorly that it's basically useless. Like we do things so
Yeah.
shit. It's not even like what's the point of having us there?
'Cause
then?
nobody wants to take the time to fucking check it because it's fucking 2 in the morning.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe not remove it, but at least like put 2 people per aisle. Or do
like,
something.
yeah,
Yeah.
just change the policy or the way stuff are done.
Yeah.
I don't know, Adrian. I don't know if they did this when you got hired, but back when I was there, they had a $1.50 extra an hour incentive for overnight workers.
Yeah. That's why I got 15.50 instead of 14.
Oh damn! I forgot that you got 15.50. When I was there, it was 16.50. I can't believe they lowered the pay for overnight workers.
Yeah.
They're
That's
going
fucking
backwards
crazy.
instead of forward.
For real,
Yeah.
I'm saying overnight workers like should be paid more because it is mentally draining. I'm not saying they should be paid something crazy, like, but I think they deserve a little more recognition. Like motherfuckers, the online ordering people who just put stuff in a basket. as
Shout
soon as
out
you order online and
Guillermo.
bring it to their car. They make
That's
more than
Guillermo,
I
right?
did when I was an overnight stalker. They made more.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yes.
What? Where do they get
I don't
more?
fucking know. That's what I was asking. These
Yeah.
motherfuckers don't have to work overnight.
Yeah. It sounds unfair, but I sometimes I do think you should pay like what the job requires rather than like just everybody get paid the same. Because it may seem fair to like the people with the easy job, like, oh yeah, it's fair that we get paid the same amount as them. It's not. The overnight guys should get
Yeah.
more because they work a harder job. Their job is shitty.
It's more mentally tasking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard the
Like
same goes for the.
my physical job is the same level as the guys who do online order stalking. actually maybe just a tad bit harder because of the nuances we have to do, like making sure everything looks perfect. But the main difference that I have and the main
How
problem
much
that I have
do
with
they
it
get
is
paid?
back when I was working there, they made $18.50 an hour.
18
They got
18?
paid $2 more than I did per hour.
for
That's
online
such
ordering, bro?
bullshit.
It was
Are
that's
you
what I
serious?
said. I was literally like, this is fucking retarded. These guys show up at like 8 a.m., start throwing in orders, and that's it. They get paid more than $2 than I do, and they don't have to do the bullshit that I do. The fuck is this?
And I think they get more off
That
time. I swear, sometimes I see them not doing stuff.
Yeah,
Because, like,
yeah, probably more,
you-
most likely.
the overnight guys, they're constantly working. Like, I remember they told me, like, one of the first days, they're like, hey, for you to get good at this, you have to have this sense of panic almost, of urgency, is what they
Yeah.
said.
The only time you get off is your break, or I don't know. Do they still do this, Adrian? Like, do they do a 15-minute paid break
Yeah.
every 4 hours?
Yeah, but
Okay, but it doesn't feel like anything.
It doesn't
Like,
feel like anything.
you just it ends pretty much the second you sit down.
Yeah, and I wouldn't know. I just go to the restroom, buy a drink, and I'd go back in my 15 minutes over. And that's it.
Yeah,
It sucked.
like
dude.
it really isn't anything. So the
It's-
only time you really have off
But that's the
is
thing
your
is
lunch.
everybody gets that. Everybody gets that 15 minutes. So we're all like
yeah, so
you guys-
nothing gets done for
nothing
that
gets
time.
done for us. It's stupid. I'd like
What was good about, I guess, when I worked there is that they didn't care when you took your 15-minute break, as long as within the first 4 hours and the last 4 hours. So
Yeah.
I could take it like 15 minutes before my lunch, so that I could have an hour 15. But what it sounds like now is that they're all like scheduled out.
yeah, like you have to do it before 12, and then you go on break like your
Uh,
full hour, like at 2:30
Yeah.
sometimes. Yeah, so
yeah.
but I'm not about that life, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm not. There's some
I
people.
told you, I tried to
There's
warn
some.
you.
There's some people that are built for it, and I guess you know what? That's a lie. I don't think anyone's built for that shit. It's a different level of like. Of
It's bad.
it's just horrible, dude. I can't explain it, dude. There's no explaining it. You just have to experience it. At least
Is
like
Israel here or no?
yeah. Or you know what? Israel actually you work overnight
Yeah, I wanted
as
to.
security. How is that?
He's probably sleeping.
What do you mean? I don't work
Oh, you don't
overnight.
work overnight. You're right. You leave at 12.
No, I work late.
Yeah. Is
He doesn't understand the horrors.
yeah, you don't get it. It's because you know, and Israel works in a place where
Yeah,
you still
even
see
when I
people.
first started there, I was like, I do not want any graveyard shifts. If you do, I do not want them.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at
I
you.
won't apply to graveyard shifts anymore after Walmart.
It's just so horrible, dude. It's bad.
Like it's even if they're paying me like $1 more, it's not fucking worth it.
You know, sometimes that
Bro,
dollar
even
is
I
not
work
worth it.
late, and it's not worth it.
Like when
Yeah.
I worked at Chiba Hut, I would get out like because on Friday and Saturday we closed at 1 in the morning, right? So I would get out like around 2 because we would all have our. The cool thing about Chiba is when you work there, you all get a free beer or whatever at the end of your shift. So we would all have our what we call shifties, and then we would leave. But even leaving at 2 a.m. fucking sucked because I wouldn't wake up till almost like midday to get my 8 hours that I like to get of sleep.
Yeah.
Really?
I think
But
the
then,
problem,
like, that would be, I would wake up at midday and I would have my shift that day at like 5.
you
So I
know
wouldn't
what?
even have that much time in
I
between.
think the shitty part about overnight is it's too late to do anything and it's too early to do anything. As soon as I get out, nothing's open yet. Everything opens at like 10 or 12
Yeah.
or like 11.
Yeah.
And then I go in and everything's about to close and I have no time. It's like there's no time to do
It's a
anything.
really bad, like, limbo space.
Yes, it's the worst. At least at least I like Wingstop, I'd get out like late, but then I'd still have like I'd go to sleep and I could still wake up enough to do stuff and then go.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Fuck late nights and overnights, bro.
Yeah, it's
That should be considered a cruel and unusual punishment.
as much as I want Walmart to stay 24/7, I don't think I'd want to work that shit.
I'm glad they didn't, I'll tell you. Actually, no. While I was working there, I wish they did because at least I could talk to a
At least you
customer
could see
that
a
comes
face,
in once
yeah.
every 2 hours. But
Yeah,
it's so, like I understand why they didn't because it's not financially viable to do that, which doesn't make sense to me because all their stuff is still on and there's still employees working there. So why wouldn't you
Yeah.
just keep the doors open anyway?
Because you also have to
And
have
at least
security.
get
You have to have
some
security there and cashiers, and then like at least like a
Fair.
couple, at least like one like man, at least a couple managers for like the front of the house.
But now they should be able to do it with you guys since they cut the stalkers. Back when I did it, I understand because we had like a stalker for every 2 shelves or 1 shelf if we were lucky.
oh
And
yeah,
so
fuck
like
up.
we were stuffed pretty like stuffed. We were staffed pretty good. But like with you guys, they should have more fucking. And also like the fact that they're complaining about cutting a guy who's getting paid like $12 for 8 hours out of a multi-trillion-dollar family is insane to me.
It's
Like the
it's
Walton
ridiculous.
family is the wealthiest family besides maybe like the Rothschild on the world.
The Rochesters.
Rothschild.
it's
Oh,
Rothschild.
I thought it was Rochester.
Or
Or
You're
Rochester.
probably thinking of the
Worcester-
Rockefellers.
Rockefellers.
Worcestershire.
Rockefellers.
They're also very wealthy because they're oil barons.
Yeah, to have gotten lucky.
Isn't the Rockefellers the one that had the steel company back in the day? Not oil. I'm pretty sure it was
Did
steel.
they?
No?
I don't know.
Let me check. Let me fact check real
I'm
quick.
pretty sure that was Andrew Carnegie.
Oh, that's Carnegie. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Carnegie.
Dude, you know what was pretty cool? One thing what's it called? When a lot of Dubai, a lot of the like princes and like royal families in Dubai met up, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna raise the price of oil so it costs more." And this was like back when it was like 2020, I think, or I forgot when.
Yeah, during COVID.
Yeah, during like the COVID era ish. And
Talking about OPEC.
huh?
OPEC is like the like some type of coalition of all the countries that have oil in their
It's
country.
basically OPEC, but this one was under the table.
Yeah.
This wasn't under OPEC's like
Yeah,
name.
basically they all met up and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna raise the price of oil and make a lot of more money and stuff like that." And I don't remember which president. I think it was either Trump or Biden. It doesn't matter. But one of them went and they're like, "Hey, you guys do this shit. We're just gonna start we're gonna start a war. Like, do that
You
shit.
know what's
We're
crazy?
gonna
Oh,
that's
start a
not
war."
what they say.
No, he
not what
said
they said at
he's
all.
like, "I'm gonna bomb you or I'm gonna start a war or some shit."
That's
he-
not what they said
he
at all.
threatened
They
them.
said they just said they were gonna start ramping up production like domestically instead of.
No,
No,
I
could've
swear
sworn
they
there
threatened.
were like combat threats.
There were like actual
Is it-
combat threats. I
Really,
swear.
from what I remember,
Yeah.
it was just threats of like wrapping up domestic production of oil instead of importing.
It's
from
not that
them so
scary
they could
though.
lose
It's
money.
like the USA, yeah,
What?
like
That's
that.
even
Well,
Yes,
for
worse.
them it is because the U.S. is
them,
like the top proprietor of their oil.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
but
that's
then-
their main source of income for their country.
but then also like
You
just
know
be
what's
like,
crazy? I
"Hey, we're
heard
just
that.
no," because
like,
I swear they were like, "Hey, we're just gonna invade and then take over that property." Not invade, but like, "Hey, we'll just."
I would not doubt it if the U.S. would. do
There's
that.
like
IRL Battlefield
either
6.
you can
Shut the
keep
fuck up.
yeah either like you can keep
I'm
it.
muted to say that and remuted.
They're like either you can keep it and just keep the prices down, or we'll just invade because you're like causing like global panic or not global panic, but like something. I gotta look it up.
You know what I read recently is that apparently the oil reserves in like Dubai and most of the Middle East are like lower than they estimated, and that they're only lasting for within anywhere between the next 1 to 3 decades until like the Middle East runs out of oil.
That's good.
That's what I'm saying. Get those fuckers off the board.
That's good. Even
'Cause
then,
what do you think's gonna happen to Dubai and the UAE when they run out of their oil money? Because that's the only reason they're as big of a country as they are.
that's their main source of income for like their.
That's
whole
like
They're
their
gonna
only
look like
source of
Afghanistan.
income. They're
Actually,
gonna look like Africa.
what's that one place? I think it was France.
Actually, you know, something that I don't understand is why African countries with oil don't do as good. Look at what's it called? Who was Gaddafi ruling over?
Libya.
Libya. Libya has a huge oil reserve, but they're
Probably because it
super
costs more money
poor.
to get all the equipment out there and start actually extracting the oil, and the fact of all the tiny things that could go wrong when extracting the oil.
I heard
And it
there's
just makes more sense
just-
to get the oil from a third party.
there's also a lot of civil
Corruption and
there's
civil
a,
war.
yeah, there's a lot of civil unrest in Africa right now.
Yeah.
There's
For
always
actually for
been
the
civil
past
unrest in
20 years,
Africa.
for like forever.
It's been since Africa, like since Ethiopia became its own independent country.
It's like-
Ethiopia has
It's
always been-
decolonization.
Yep, there you go.
What'd you say,
Ethiopia-
Mendoza?
Ethiopia has always been independent. They're the only African country that.
No. But the problem is they've always had problems with fuck, what was it?
Let's say it again.
It's
I
always
wanna
been
say
since
either-
decolonization. That area has always been unstable.
It's a power struggle. That's always going to be the case. It's just power struggle right now. It's like
Yeah, since Sudan and Ethiopia have been at each other for a while.
it's yeah.
Not really, because it's South Sudan is in between Sudan and Ethiopia. What do you mean?
And I'm looking at it right now.
South Sudan is right below Sudan. It's in
Not
between
South
them,
Sudan, Sudan.
But even then, Israel's right. It's not. It's not. It's the main issue is like decolonization. And there's a power struggle right now. Like who's going to be the most powerful? Who's taking?
Or just
who's
the way
It's the
Just-
British fault.
the British and the Belgians.
Fucking
Fuck those
British.
British.
Hate the British, bro. You know what I hate?
You might have to. You're gonna
Italians,
have to
bro.
censor. You're gonna have to censor that word because YouTube doesn't like that word. Yeah, that's like that will actually get
Really?
your video content like striked.
Oh wow! I'll censor that out. That's crazy.
Like that they'll allow all the other words, but for some reason that word is too vulgar. It's on like
Too
YouTube's list
vulgar?
of no words.
Really?
You know what? Because
It is weird.
it's very like
because it can also be interpreted very sexual, which goes against YouTube's TOS.
I guess
Because
it's
that
fine.
is the actual like slang vulgar term of that word is female genitalia.
Really.
I was sure.
I don't
That's,
know.
like
I
that's
just
the British word for that. It's a British word and it originated meaning that.
Yeah. No. I don't know why. It sounds. It does sound like extra vulgar. Like fuck doesn't sound that vulgar. It does.
Yeah.
I'm the one muting it. I don't give a fuck. It's when you dicks do
This
it.
fucking guy
Why?
complains about having to edit out curse words. Says more curse words.
Nah, I don't give a fuck about cursing. It's because you know what? Cursing is like cooking food with no seasoning. You don't
With
curse.
no seasoning.
Yeah, there's no seasoning in that bitch. You know what?
True. I think it is necessary to like emphasize certain parts.
Yes.
I think YouTube's attempt to restrict it is kind of dumb.
yeah.
Like if you're over here throwing racial slurs around all the time, I think that's valid. But like saying basic curse words, like even the C word previously mentioned, I think it is dumb that YouTube's trying back. Oh, you can't say that. That's a naughty word.
It's because you know, yeah,
Like what the fuck?
yeah. A slur and a curse word are two different things. A curse word is just like saying something with extra emphasis. I feel like, and a slur is more like
Like I would say in the context.
we can't say those on the
yeah.
show.
We can't. We're not
Family friendly, PG clean.
Go, Melissa.
Yeah, I would say it just depends on the context on how you use it now.
Yeah.
Like I would say some people use it in the vocabulary to communicate, and other people will like when you mean it like in a negative tone, and then I would say that's when it's an issue now.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think Mendoza also needs to contribute more. I've heard this motherfucker talk like 8 times, I feel like.
Because you guys are spitting.
I know, but I feel bad. I feel bad, Mendoza.
You know what? I felt the same way, Jacob. But I was like, it's just he just doesn't know about like not that he doesn't know, but how can he contribute to a conversation about like suffering in like a workplace that he's never been in?
Yeah.
But yeah,
I could not know.
That's why I'm trying to like pivot to something that he can talk about.
Yeah.
I feel bad he's just sitting there.
it's because that one was so good. We had to talk about it.
I'm playing like Clash of Clans right now. I'm chilling.
Someone's gonna fucking comment on here.
Like,
Why aren't you letting the black guy talk?
Why isn't Chocolate talking enough? No, yeah, it's because that one's rough. We had to talk about that at some point. I'm glad we did because it's good for somebody else out there if like you're thinking about going to like a position like that to hear about it from other people in that position
because it's not talked about enough.
Yeah,
it's not covered enough.
Maybe it is. It's just maybe not to the point where people are like, it's really degrading my mental health. Because it's like I think with jobs a lot of times people are like, it just sucks, and that's all they say about it, and they're not talking about the mental health risks of that thing.
Yeah,
because it gets serious like that like depression. It's almost like seasonal depression. But like
that's
every
what I'm saying.
day.
When I worked at FedEx, it was that bad that I was like, man, am I gonna have to go get fucking diagnosed right now? Because that shit was bad.
It's depressing.
I would dread fucking going around every day.
Now that Adrian brought up seasonal depression, do you guys believe in that?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
The same way,
it's a real
the same way
thing.
people in like Seattle have a higher suicide rate because they're more cloudy.
Okay,
Environments affect your mood and your mental.
Yeah,
And
I mean, but it's been
seasons like
real.
winter are cold and typically darker because the sun doesn't shine as much, unless you live in El Paso.
burning.
Blur that out.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
blur that out.
El Paso's a big enough city where I think we can say it, and not. And, like, I think if we say our specific, like, if I think if we say,
Unless you live.
yeah, I think if we say like the high school
Unless
we
you
went
live
to, that's a little
in-
different.
But
Did you
yeah,
blur it
they're
out?
like
I'm not gonna say
people in the UK. People in the UK have a higher depression rate than other countries because it's always cloudy.
the
And
food
I
shit.
do believe that seasonal depression is a real thing.
And they're
Like
British.
I know a person who suffers from it. I personally know a person who suffers from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
that's
I never
why.
understood people hyping up like the UK. And, like when people in the UK even admit that it's so shit. Like the weather's always
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, because you see the sun like once a year.
Yeah, that's why I think doctors when people are starting to get older, they recommend they move to like a hotter state. Not only because like the health benefits of like not being like a cold area, but just because of like this like the attitude towards things. Like it's much easier for us to go out in the middle of
It
winter.
literally and figuratively is warmer.
Yeah, not only like is it like so say like when winter hits, we go out even more because now we can like enjoy not being out and like dying. When
Yeah.
people like in like Minnesota, they can't go out. It's snowing like a shitload. They go on the road. They're gonna fucking die because black ice, or because the snow is just piled up. That
What kind of ice?
black ice, black. It's not as good. Not
You
the white
never heard
ice.
no stories about that. Never heard of no stories about white ice doing that, do you? It's always the black ice.
What's
Black
it
ice will rob you blind of your balance.
That's
it-
why.
But yeah,
It's crazy to be
it's
hearing.
it's true. Like we enjoy things for the whole year. Maybe like in the summer we get to enjoy things a little less because like the
It's
heat is so
fucking hot
bad.
as balls.
But even then, like that's just like we're still able to go out, just not as like much. Like when in the winter over there, you're not allowed to go out. It's a safety issue. But yeah,
Yeah, no.
it's rough.
Even then, I think they still go out because they adapt to it. Look at schools over there; they don't cancel schools. They'll cancel school here with like 1 inch of
Half an inch of snow.
Yeah, but have you ever
Yeah.
heard school being canceled because of the heat? It's because like you can always get cooler. Well, I don't know how to explain it. Maybe that's not the...
I'll make a point here because I prefer extreme colds over extreme heat any day because it's a lot easier to heat up your body than it is to cool it down.
Mm.
Like if it's very cold, put on more layers, have a fire, have a heater, whatever, drink something warm. If it's hot, there's only so much you can do. If your AC breaks, there's only so much water you can fucking pour on yourself to cool yourself down, and it evaporates and makes it hotter because it's fucking turns into humidity.
I guess what I mean is like over here, like there's more people out and about in our summers than there is in their winters. You get me? Like
Yeah,
they also
no,
have to
I
do with they
understand
have to do with snowstorms and
Yeah.
things such as that. Like with like a heat wave over here, like average Tuesday. So you know we'll get over it.
Yeah.
And like you can still go
Yeah.
out and about, but like a snowstorm over there will like gridlock you for like a day or two.
It's also like the UK is used to having like nothing above 30 degrees Celsius, which is I think like 72 Fahrenheit in like
Really?
temperature. Yeah, like anything above that
Oh,
is
that sounds
considered
so nice.
hot for them.
Oh hell no.
And so that's what I'm saying. Like around here and even back down in El Paso, like that's considered a cold day for us.
What's
If we get it to drop to 72, that's considered fucking cold.
what's
Bro,
what's
that's a
your
normal day on November?
real quickly? What's your perfect state to live in? Like if you could move any state in the United States.
Colorado.
Colorado. I was about to say same thing.
You know,
Colorado.
yeah, but I was thinking, what's it called? What is it called?
Connecticut.
No.
District of
Colorado
Columbia.
Colorado or Oregon.
I would, yeah, either
Yeah.
I think that's a good answer, but I was gonna say
Colorado.
Colorado.
where is
Durango?
what's it called? Dude, I can't think of the name right now. Not Tennessee.
Connecticut.
No, where's Yellowstone at?
Rhode Island.
Where's
Oh,
Yellowstone?
Wyoming.
Isn't it in Idaho?
No, I don't think it's in
What?
Wyoming.
Yellowstone. Is it Wyoming?
No.
Wyoming.
Yellowstone's in Minnesota, is it not?
Is
No,
it?
it's not in
It is
Minnesota.
not in Minnesota.
Wisconsin?
That is so wrong. No, Wisconsin is farther away.
Wyoming.
Is it actually?
Bro, Wisconsin is like almost next to Ohio. What do you mean, Jacob?
In Montana. I would love to live in Montana.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
I think Montana's the
No.
perfect
In
the perfect
Minnesota.
place.
Wyoming.
It's in Montana.
Yeah.
Montana.
Montana's
Yeah.
nice.
I mean,
Wow.
Yellowstone is across like multiple states. No, it's like Idaho,
Yeah, I think it's big
Wyoming.
enough.
Part of
Montana.
it is in Idaho, but the majority of it's in Montana.
I think Montana is where I want to live. Like somewhere where it gets cold, but not super cold.
Montana gets hella cold. What do you mean? It's right next to
Montana does get
Minnesota.
very cold during the winter.
But so,
But to
yeah.
me, that doesn't matter. I love cold winter. That's
Actually,
why I
I
like
want
Colorado.
somewhere
It
where
snows and
like
shit.
I want somewhere where it's cold in the winter and then warm in the summer.
Colorado. Colorado
Yeah.
is
Does Colorado
the
do
perfect
that?
place.
I don't know. I just like Montana
Yeah.
too. I'm a big fan.
Montana gets as cold as Minnesota. They're right next to each other.
Is it? No, Minnesota isn't it farther? No,
No,
east?
they're both at the same what's it, latitude or latitude?
Longitude.
Longitude.
Yeah. Like they're not next to each other because
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess
Colorado
Colorado, and then Colorado has more stuff. Which would you rather live in a major city or like in a smaller city?
a major city.
I like where I live now. Like Houston's like a
McFarland,
45-minute
USA.
drive from where I am, but I'm far enough outside city where I'm not dealing with all of Houston, but I still have all like the amenities like HEB and Walmart and all that stuff near me, right?
Well,
Like,
'cause
I
you
think that's the perfect zone.
You still live in the city, but not within city limits. You live within the metro area.
Metropolitan
Yeah,
area.
I live in the Houston metropolitan. I don't like to say that, but yeah.
Why?
Which is
I
stupid.
don't like to, because Houston sucks, dude. Houston fucking sucks.
Traffic is terrible. I've never seen the.
I had to drive through Houston one morning to when I came down there for your birthday.
Yeah.
Right in the morning it was fine because it was early in the morning. There was no traffic. On the way back, it's normally a 45-minute drive from the airport to my house, and on the way back, I got stuck in 3 hours of traffic.
Damn.
That's
It was
crazy.
so bad. I literally was like, man, I'm gonna fucking kill myself right now.
Yeah,
Like you think
sucks.
El Paso traffic is bad until you've seen fucking Houston.
Dude, Las Cruces
I never
traffic?
thought El Paso traffic was bad.
Nah.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
People who've only lived and like been in El Paso think El Paso traffic is bad until they've been to any other fucking city in
Dude.
Texas.
Jacob, do you
Even then,
remember?
like try LA. LA is so much even.
Jacob, do you
Oh,
remember
yeah.
when we got gridlocked on the way back from Cruces?
Oh yeah.
We were basically like
That was bad.
stopped in like that
Yeah.
highway.
Yeah, that was this was what happened from mine's old apartment, right?
Yeah,
Shout out that apartment.
that apartment was
The big one.
The
great.
old
The shitty
yeah.
one, the one that like
Yeah.
had like the AC that sounded like a lawnmower. Alright,
How much money
come
have I
back to the
spent?
podcast. Come back to the podcast.
$20 maybe?
I don't think it'll get
That's not a
banned,
lot.
but you will have to like maybe there'll be like an ID verification to use it.
That's fucking stupid.
I
I
mean,
hate that shit.
I'm
going around the area.
not ID verified on Roblox.
No. Here's the problem, though. Here's the problem. The verification system, right? They like how he said, it's already there, right? The main problem is the fact that they're heavily pushing dating. The reason why the names were changed from your friends list to your connections list is because soon they're planning on adding a fucking dating shit, like a dating section
yeah.
on
But
Roblox.
what I mean is like the
I
game
saw
is
the
dating?
CEO encouraging that.
what I mean is the
Yeah.
game will be inaccessible unless you ID verify. Like you can't play it unless you're ID verified.
Yeah, I feel like that certain part of like dating should only be accessible if you're above a certain age.
Yeah, no, I think they should just, if they really want to protect kids, the whole game has to be ID verified now because it's just there's no way. It's gotten so bad. There's no chance of saving it. You have to
What are we talking about?
either ban the game. What's gonna happen is either they fully ban the game, nobody can play it anymore, or everybody has to be ID verified to play it at all. That's what's gonna happen.
No, that's what they're doing with the condo games. That's actually what they're doing. So, like, what's it called? This happened like not even a couple days ago, where they put out like I think it was a statement not compared along with their interview, right? With like their self interview. You know, the whole thing. We investigated ourselves and there was no corruption. That type of interview. It was literally the CEO. I think like the head of HR and the CSO, like the guy who was caught in the condo games. They had their own fucking god. They had their own interview, right? And one of the things that they said is that these condo games, right, like the places where they have all these kids, they're just gonna make it 18 plus. That's it. They're just gonna force you to ID verify, even though they're still gonna keep it up for all kids to be caught by like
No, I
All this
think
shit, like be exposed to all the bad stuff until then, and it's bad.
the only way to make this right is either ban the game fully or the entire game is ID verified. That's the only way. There's no.
I don't think they should ban the game though.
That's what I'm saying. Is just make it ID verified. I think that's the only way to fix this. It should be like almost like
No.
porn websites. Like how porn websites you can't
Crazy.
you can't even look
Oh,
at it.
but like that's like annoying, bro. I
It
hate this
is.
whole movement of ID verifying.
It is, but it's
Okay,
the
crazy.
only way. It's the only way to keep
Dude,
these
because
kids
it's
in.
annoying.
It
Like
takes
you
3
go to like a
seconds to
random
verify
website and they're
that
like,
ID.
your dear Texas officials have banned this website.
Yeah.
Bro's never heard of a VPN.
Dude, my new Opera doesn't even have a built-in VPN anymore.
You know what I was gonna say?
The
Maybe
fact they use Opera to jerk off is insane.
I was gonna say this.
Opera
I-
GX?
Yeah.
I think it's safer.
What about that? What do you use? Firefox?
Oh, I use Opera
I use
GX.
DuckDuckGo.
Dude, you're a gooner. That's gooner shit.
That shit gets erased.
Dude, DuckDuckGo, just shut up, bro.
Well, anyway,
It's
younger-
legit. I've traced it. I know.
I like DuckDuckGo. It's really
I've
safe.
done,
Anyway,
I've done the back end. What's it called? I've examined.
You go
the
on
back end.
billybilly.com or what?
wait, hold on.
Huh?
Let me say this. I think, and it's gonna sound like it's gonna sound horrible, but I don't think you should have ID verification for porn websites. I'd rather a kid go
No,
on
I
a
don't
porn
think so.
website, see porn, go, okay, that's what it is.
Dude, this is what
Get
I'm
off.
saying. You
It's-
guys are saying
it's-
like, oh, that's crazy, bro.
It's because on Roblox they go looking for this stuff and then they find bad actors. At least on a porn website, you find the porn, it's right there. It's on the front page, and then you watch it, you're done, click off. If you go on
You
places
feel
like,
the shame.
Like Roblox has always been like this.
you go on Roblox,
Yeah,
and
they've had strip clubs for as long as I can remember.
you go to Roblox,
I remember
you
like
find shady
joining,
places.
like ERP servers that get banned within like 5 minutes.
I
That's what I'm saying. Like this has always existed on Roblox. Yeah, it's gotten worse in the past years, but
but
I don't
I think it's
there has to be better ways to fix it.
I think it's safer for a kid to expose themselves on a
An age
website that's
verification?
meant for that.
Dude, did
Which-
Jacob just die?
Yeah, his shit just killed itself. Anyway, I think it's safer that way because I think yeah, you're frozen, game. What I think what kids will do
Oh, okay.
is now that porn websites you have to have ID for it, they'll go to a place like Roblox and stuff like that, and look for it, and they'll find bad actors, and they'll convince them to do worse stuff than they would have done if they just looked at porn. Maybe that's
But I think
that's probably not a solution, but I think it's a better thing than just banning it all right. You get me?
No,
I think
Listen,
ID
listen.
verification just gives the government like an idea of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Because at least if you do, like porn websites, if you don't verify and have a VPN, they're not gonna fucking know.
Yeah, I think
It's different.
it deters. I think the only thing that banning or adding ID verification to porn websites has done is incentivize kids and younger people to go on places like Roblox or VR chat or stuff like that to go find
No, but like VR
that.
chat has like age-gated sessions, and if you don't follow those rules, you get banned.
Yeah, but
I
it's
mean,
still,
there's Guna rooms in VR chat.
there is Guna rooms.
Yeah, there is.
It is really bad.
Damn, pass the link.
But that's what I'm saying. I'd rather a kid
Just
expose
literally
themselves
log
on a
into
porn
any
website.
world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I was on VR chat with my friend the other day, and it was literally just fucking. It was atrocious. It was so bad.
Yeah, it's
But-
my favorite game.
But what I'm saying is like
It
you'll go
was
there.
so bad.
Kids will go there looking for that stuff, and they'll find people that are like lure them into.
Groomers. You can
Yeah.
say groomers. You're just gonna have to censor it.
Is groomers like
Is
that?
this
Is it bad?
still being cut out?
Yeah,
or
I'm
no?
recording. No, I've started recording this.
Groomers.
Okay, I was
is
about to say some
considered
stuff.
another word.
I'll hold back.
Yeah, it's because
You can just
This
say
isn't being
Adrian's
recorded?
probably just gonna have to blur it.
I was
like
gonna say like this one time I went on VR chat and then again, Guillermo can confirm this. He was there.
I was a
We ran
witness.
into the 13-year-old kid that wanted to get fucked.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not
13,
gonna, I'm not gonna,
13.
I'm not gonna blurt out as long as,
13-year-old.
as long as we don't say their name, but that's what I'm saying is these kids.
No, we don't know the name.
That's what I'm
but,
saying.
like,
These kids,
we
they'll,
both witnessed it.
they'll go on to
What
these
the
places
fuck?
instead of just going to like a porn website and just looking at it there and then just getting that
but
off of.
But the problem is there's households restrictive internet, right? So stuff like VR chat and Roblox, you can look that up in there, and it's not going to end up on like your internet search. Unlike internet search, if you look up fucking like porn,
Well, you can just go
it's
into
going
like
to show up.
incognito mode.
Yeah, but kids don't know that.
But if they know,
I know
how to
I
get,
didn't.
I know. Oh yeah, well, you're shit. I think if they know how to do that, I just think it's safer. Like I think I had a very safe sexual like upbringing.
Oh
Experience.
yeah, like when your
Experience?
parents framed you on the couch.
Yeah, that was crazy. We won't talk about that story. We'll cut that
What?
out. We'll cut that
What?
out. But
Hold on, I
Bro,
want to hear
what?
that. I want to hear that.
basically, they're full of shit. These assholes.
Wait, Jacob, didn't you get caught
Sucking
jerking off
dick.
cocks in VR?
With that story, bro.
Allegedly,
Anyway.
there's no evidence that that's what I was doing.
Anyway, let's
Could have been
get,
licking a lollipop
on your
Yo,
knees.
are you sucking a lollipop in VR?
on my knees.
Anyway, hold up. Going back.
Oh, you're making it worse, bro.
I think it was safer
Nah,
because you could just go on these
clip it,
websites. You go on these websites, look at a video, and then get your rocks off and get off and never think.
Why don't you
Not
tell them about your couch story, huh?
and my
No, I want to
parents,
hear that. I want to hear that.
they had found out I was watching it somehow. I don't know how, but they
Yeah.
couldn't catch me because I would just delete it, and then they would never catch me. So the way that they finally their brilliant idea of how to catch me was they would just put it on I left my phone downstairs on the couch. They opened it and then put a video, and then they're like, "We caught you." I'm like, they're like, "It was making."
That's
They're like, we
crazy.
heard it. We heard
Trained
it.
your ass?
We're like, we heard it making noise. I'm like, you're full of shit. There's no way you caught
They
me.
trained you. That's
They
why.
framed me, yeah.
I know I'm more sneaky
Getting
than that.
trained
Yeah.
by your own family is crazy.
They framed me, yeah. But that's how the story went. Anyway, like I was saying, I would watch that and then I'd get off and then I wouldn't think about it the rest of the day. These kids, what they'll do is they'll, instead of just watching it and then like getting off and then just going about their day, they'll look for these places and then they'll get like meet these people and they'll do it more often basically. And it ends up like you meet like that kid, he's like 13 and he's on it's just, I think it's worse. Like it's almost like, how do you say it? Like I'd rather somebody take meth than fentanyl because fentanyl's gonna kill you. Meth's not good, but it's less dangerous than fentanyl. You know, it's like a
I
lesser
see where you're
evil.
coming from, yeah.
But it's just a rough situation. It's hard when it involves kids. There's no. It's always gonna be a rough. It's almost like earlier when we were talking about.
There's no right answer. It's just one that's less bad.
Yeah, it's almost like the.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
a
Why can't we
disgusting
all
thing.
be adults?
My freaky ass. Anyway, like I was saying,
Put the cricket sound in. Put the cricket sound.
it's a
Nah,
lesser
cut that out,
evil.
gang. Cut that out.
Okay.
What are you trying to say?
Cut
How
that
is
No, it's 'cause, like what I'm trying to say is like, why can't we all just be adults? Like
Adults
there be
about
no like
things.
pedophiles on their shit.
Yeah.
Because that's just
Like leave it alone.
unfortunately.
I don't even think kids should be on VR chat.
No, they
No, I
shouldn't.
agree. It's
They
definitely not.
shouldn't. Any like
Like
social.
if there's
it would-
kids on there, that's the problem of the parent. You're just
There's
doing
fucking
a
like
parenting job.
play Rec Room VR. That shit's actually.
Dude, Rec Room is a lot safer.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
It's because anything with like a communication system is gonna be bad. There's like it's
Yeah, but
almost
you can't. That's the problem.
Yeah, bro. I
It's
grew up in
also-
COD
it's-
lobbies.
It's multiple things. A, you can't really just take down a whole communication system for like any game. And B, the parents should be more diligent about what their kids are doing or who they're talking to.
and it's
You
like
can't put all the blame on the kids and the people grooming them when the parents should be
whoa,
more aware of what's
hold
going
on.
on.
Still put blame
Well,
on
you
people
can
grooming
also
them.
not. You can also not.
I feel like there should be more preparation
Jacob,
on
what?
the road. Like,
No.
wait,
Taking
what?
it extremely out of context.
Yeah,
It
you're
is
right.
bad that people are grooming them.
But you
But
can't.
I'm not. I'm
blame
saying.
maybe-
people
I'm
that are
saying that
grooming
if
them.
the parents are oblivious to it, it is also their fault.
Yeah.
If you're,
I-
if
Wait,
the
it's
parents
so
are
it's the
actively-
parents' fault that the child is getting groomed?
No.
it's the
but-
to an extent, kind of, because if you're not looking after
Well,
if my child is talking to a person online, whether it be in VR chat, Roblox, whatever, and I'm not like, I feel like to an extent, you as a parent have to know the dangers of online. Like you
Yeah.
have to.
It's
If you're
like-
not actively making strides to try and make sure certain things don't happen, you're partially at fault. If I leave my child out near the street to go do something and the child runs in front of a car, that's my fault. Or if a car is over here and runs into my child, that's my fault because I left them there unattended.
it's about being blissfully ignorant. it's like, at what point is your ignorance incompetence? Because
Yeah.
I like a lot of gang members, their parents don't know that they're gangbanging, and at what point are you like, there's a lot of people driving by and shooting at our house. I wonder why. You kind of have to be
Yeah.
like, should I like?
the people who are grooming children? They should burn in hell, and they deserve fucking
Yeah.
torture. That's there's no doubt in my mind about that.
But as a
But I'm
parent, you have to
saying
take
that
responsibility of your
there's
kid.
also there's blame on other people. The blame also solely does fuck. I just lost my train of words. I think you guys understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. It's like the only person who's like truly blameless in this situation is the kid. You know.
Yeah.
They're
Anybody else who's either blissfully unaware or actively engaging in it is at fault also.
it's rough. It's rough. It's because like that's the thing.
Yo,
Is
am I
like,
taking it out of context, or are you guys saying that it's the child's fault that he's getting groomed?
no. We're saying that
Nope.
the kid is
The child is in an innocent place. They don't know better.
Yeah.
The parents should know better as to what goes on in the internet
Well,
and apply
okay,
applicable
okay.
safeguards to the
Wait,
area. And the
kids
groomer
also-
should burn in hell and die and get tortured for the rest of his life for
Wait,
trying
but
to groom
Jacob,
children.
you can't just fully put the blame on the parents because the parents do
I
try to
just
protect
said
the
I'm
child.
not. I just said I'm not.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. It's not.
The blame lies with the groomer, but there's only
Blame
so much.
lies on the internet.
There's only as a parent or a supervisor of any kind of person. Like if I'm also watching Adrian as he's drunk, I'm supposed to be sitting him, and I'm doing other stuff. I'm at fault for something stupid that he might also do. There's only so far that blissful ignorance can go
it's like
before
this.
you're also partially like responsible for what happens.
Yeah, it's like you have to take responsibility over your kid. Like, no, we're not saying that the parents at full fault, but not monitoring them or not like
There's
giving
an
them
extent of
safety.
responsibility that also applies to the parents when they are a
Yes.
parent. That's
We're not
something
saying that
that's part of
they
it.
deserve the full blame, but take
Because I
care of
don't
your
believe
kid.
they do. But you need to be cautious about what your kid is doing.
Yeah,
Fuck
like
the groomers. They should fucking burn for the rest of their life. But there is also parts that there are other moving parts that you also can't ignore. I think you would be dumb if you said that the parent has nothing to do with it ever. Because if you're actively letting your child on the internet and do stuff on the internet without any kind of obvious restriction and your child ends up being an unfortunate victim of something like that, that partially falls on you. It's the same as letting your child run out on the streets at night. Like it's essentially the same thing. There's a certain level where it's okay to be ignorant of it, and past that threshold, you bear some responsibility of what's going on.
Mhm.
yeah, it's the only innocent person here is the kid. Like some parents, yeah, they do like
I do believe the majority of the responsibility and the blame lies on the groomer, but there's a lot of factors that go into it. You know, if they've been being groomed for a while, that's even worse on the parents for not noticing it. Like
it's
if the parent notices it, rises starts happening, I don't believe there's blame there as much. Like right, like I think it's more
here. It's maybe because we're using like
more room for wiggle room.
say
More leniency on
say
the
I
parent.
take my kid to a park and the kid just runs off and I just get on my phone and I don't pay attention to the kid and the kid gets kidnapped. We're not saying that the kid the dad's at full fault or whoever it is at full fault, but you purposely not only neglected the kid's safety. Well, you did. You neglected the kid's safety instead of keeping an eye on them. I'm not saying like watch them like a hawk, but every once in a while like check up on them.
Yeah.
And if you're not doing that,
that kidnapper in that situation is the most piece of shit that there is. But there's only so much that you can be blissfully unaware of that keeps the blame off of you.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like raising a kid like straight up strict with no access to anything, that's a terrible upbringing.
No,
yeah.
I'm not saying that. Nope,
But
not
like
at all.
it's also
You
a
should-
very hard job to be a parent to
Yeah.
balance
Yes.
what to be strict on and what not to be strict on.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like restrict what they can and can't do. But you have to be, because your child is a child at the end of the day. They are unaware of the world and they are ignorant. They are innocent in that sense. That's your job as a parent, is to be there and guide and kind of look over what they are doing to make sure they're doing the right things. That's your job.
And maybe not even
If
just
you're
like
not doing that, then you're and this doesn't just go with online safety. If you're actively not like leading your kids to do like to be good in that sense, you're failing as a parent. That's my take. If believe in it what you want, that I believe that to be the truth.
It's because, well, hold up. I agree with Israel because I think Israel's point is that we're not saying be strict on internet, on the internet, and like restrict them from like all that stuff.
Be aware is what I'm saying.
But educate so they can make the decision on their own. If both are bad.
Also just be aware.
Both are bad. Blissfully being ignorant and just letting them do whatever they want is bad. But then also just fully restricting them is also bad because one day they will become adults, and then they can do whatever the fuck they want, and then you have just screwed them over because you didn't prepare them. I think yes, we did do stupid stuff growing up. Yeah, we did do stupid stuff growing up, but we learned from it, and we had parents there who were there to.
There's no such thing as like a perfect parent either. Obviously, parents are going to slip up, but especially big stuff like online safety and the environment we currently live in and the world we currently live in, where it's more prevalent. That's even more reason that you should be more aware. I'm not saying restrictive necessarily, but if you're not aware of what your child is doing online, then you are being ignorantly, like blissfully ignorant.
Dude, I wonder if they teach online safety in schools, like at all. Do they do that?
I think so. Yeah, I remember getting a pamphlet on like cyberbullying and stuff like that.
Yeah, with cyberbullying and like online safety are two different things. Yeah, like a new version of it.
Because my nieces and nephews, it doesn't seem like they do. Like they've never talked
Yo,
about
Ferb?
getting.
Shout out Ferb.
Yeah, Ferb.
Shout out Ferb.
They've never
Shout out Ferb.
like talked that they got a seminar about it.
It's almost like as important or on like the same level as like sexual safety, because it's in the same thing.
Dude, did you guys enjoy your sex ed class? I did not.
Which would you have?
Wait, Mr.
Wait, don't say their name. Fuck off, Mendoza.
It's because
What do you mean, which one time with the one teacher?
That's why I said
with the Jamaican teacher. Is he Jamaican?
He's something.
No, but he acted like Jamaican, so I kind of see it.
Well,
the Jamaican health teacher.
I know he was a
There
DJ.
was one time I was in his class, and this chick, I guess it was from like the State Department of like Sexual Education or whatever, came down and started showing us like photos of like genital herpes and shit. It was disgusting.
Hey, but you know what? That works. Because like that's what I think ads nowadays.
Not for me, because I hit that shit raw every night.
You're crazy.
Anyway,
Cut that out.
I think that's what works. Is like you remember those old smoker ads? The old smoker ads, like the people with like the tube in their lung, or like where you have to hear them talk. It works. It scares you.
Didn't work on you. Shut up. You shouldn't be talking.
Shout out Geek Bar.
But I only did it when I was of age. Huh? I only did it when I was of age.
Remove him from the podcast.
You're no longer co-host of the Neapolitan Podcast.
Look, I can't believe. You know what? I'm going back to Ukrainian Butcher.
He gets more views than Ukrainian
Butcher. I'm restarting Billy Games Hard.
Nah, crazy.
Yo, reviving the goat.
Guys, did my computer just crash?
As if we could answer him. Wait, we didn't go over any of our topics. we
were doing too good.
Oh, we did Lil Tay and we did.
That's all we did is Lil Tay and Mr. Beast.
I'm gonna have to call it. It's fucking 12:30 already.
Pussy. Boo.
I got stuff to do tomorrow.
Like what?
Tomatoes.
I have to go get my driver's license changed to a Texas driver's license.
I
know. It's cringe.
Dude, that was a good episode. Too bad, like, there's like a
30-minute gotta pay more taxes.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to. Crazy.
I'm gonna have to fill out a handicap form.
Too bad. There's gonna be a video where you're talking
I'm
about.
mentally autistic.
Oh yeah, do you get like any benefits for that?
No.
Damn, sucks. So
I could get a handicap placard if I want.
How are you if I would do that shit? Why not?
No, motherfucker.
Did they give it to like a high functioning autism?
Hi, it's crazy.
I don't know, but I could always be low functioning.
High functioning is a little.
Hey guys, actually cut that out.
you're autistic. It's fine. We don't have to cut it out.
Yeah, you're gonna have to cut that out.
I'm autistic. I can make fun of autists. Okay.
Yeah, you said the R word a lot, so we have to throw in that you are.
Yeah, because I fly airplanes and they say to me.
Yeah, guy, he's not ableist, guys.
He's not ableist.
Yeah, I did. Fuck, I forgot what I was saying.
Autism.
We
we,
support-
support,
You just blanked,
we
bro.
support autism awareness here. We support it.
Thank you. Anyway, you're gonna do the
Anyway,
outro. Or
yeah,
you're gonna do
yeah,
the outro or what?
Guillermo,
stuck in the awkward
thank you,
spot.
thank you.
no, I'll cut. Alright, there we go. This has been the Neapolitan Podcast with me, your host, Adrian. You can follow me at Armin.mp4 and everything.
Thank you guys for watching. I'm your co-host Jacob. You can find me on YouTube at Ukrainian Butcher.
I'm your co-host Louis, and make sure to tune in next time.
Ah, thank God, finally.
Perfect.
I'm trash, bro. I hate this shit.
Hey.